Hello everybody, and welcome to Tales from Evansbourogh, a live interactive improv horror RPG where you can help determine the outcome of the mystery. I am your keeper of mysteries, Stormy, and I am of course joined by the wonderfully talented As the Raven Dreams, VivaLaPatience, Serafin the Midnight Bard, and Fearsome Hero. There we go, that's fixed now. Done messed up that. But hey, we are also joined by a special guest today, a Lizard Beth at TGD Freak, or TDG Freak, Titty Freak. That's her name. Sorry, I messed up.
Oh no.
But she is the wonderful artist who does all of our character arts on here, and is going to be playing a character who currently we do not yet know who. I of course know, she of course knows, but none of you do right now. But we are, all the links for the players are going to be posted down below when this video is up on YouTube, as well as should be popping up in the chat here sometime soon. And we are going to be, of course, playing using the Monster of the Week system by Evil Hat Productions, created by Michael Sands. And as of course, the beginning disclaimer, none of us are, trained official actors. None of this is scripted, and we are just here to have a fun time. And if you want to help our hunters solve the mystery, please consider gifting them fate. As we've gone over before, the fate of present or fate of past will give them +1 to their next roll. Fate of present gives them a +1 to the next harm they would deal, and the fate of future will give them an extra d6 to their next roll. If that sounds interesting to you, follow the links down below in our About page for fate, and it should have a different link for each one. And make sure if you donate to put in the message #past, present, or future, and it will be added to the list throughout the night. If you are not able to donate, that is perfectly fine. You can always help us here at Tales from Evansbourogh by sharing the stream to help strengthen our horde. I have one announcement from me, and then I'm going to hand it off to the players. One official announcement here is we have officially reached 22 subscribers on YouTube, as well as, when I first wrote this, which was like yesterday, 29 followers on Twitch. I think that might have been updated to 30, but I'm not 100%. And I just wanted to take this time to thank all of you for helping us grow. We don't currently pay to promote the show, so all of our growth is by word of mouth. So if you can please make sure to share the streams, videos, and post on social media, that helps us grow. And I've been having so much fun being able to do this and interact with you all during these streams. We are currently planning a giveaway at 100 subscribers on YouTube and 100 followers on Twitch. We're going to be doing two separate giveaways once we reach those milestones on there. And you are the only people who can help us reach that goal. So again, thank you so much for helping us get where we are. And I am done rambling for the moment, so I'm going to hand it off to the players. Does anybody have any fun announcements that they want to give off before we get started?
It's my birthday on Wednesday.
Hell yeah! Nice!
Hey.
Happy birth!
Thank you.
Happy birth. Anybody else have anything fun? Oh, sorry, go ahead. No, continue what your thought was, Serafin.
No, there was nothing else beyond that. I'm just, it's my birthday and I'm happy about it.
Hell yeah, man.
This is a birthday heavy month, then Patience's is next Wednesday, so the 13th, and then mine's the 22nd.
Nice!
Yay, April!
Gonna have to do something for that. That's gonna be fun. Hell yeah. We have... Anybody else have anything before we go?
I put out a really stupid video about cats yesterday.
Stupid? No.
For the third time.
I tell you what, Raven.
Thank you.
One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I know.
I know you know.
Well, wonderful.
Nothing else beyond that for me.
Gotcha.
He one time caught me watching it in my own server and was like, why are you... And I'm like, because I can.
Does anybody... does our special guest have any fun announcements before we get started?
Well, I mean, it's my birthday next week.
Oh my God.
All right. So, all right, with all those out of the way, I would like to take this last moment here to issue a possible trigger warning to our viewers. This is, of course, as I said before, a horror game, and with that genre, contains scenes and situations that some people may find distressing, so viewer discretion is advised on that. And I think everything is out of the way with that, so I think we are ready to get started with this week's tale from Evansbourogh.
Zero.
Okay, we are back. Sorry, this unrelated thing that happened off screen. I'm got my goldfish brain going on here. So we are ready to start this tale. We are going to start off a little bit where we left off last. Our four main hunters here, Raven, Patience, Serafin, and Bree. You all had reached the 7th floor on the of the Evans Inn in Evansbourogh. And as you did, Patience and Bree, the two of you were fine. It was as if nothing had happened to you. You guys got onto this floor as there's the sprinklers going from the fire that had been mysteriously started in the in the hotel. And you guys got up to the room, got up to the 7th floor, which was where you believed that your friend Matt, Serafin, is to be staying at. And you were able to confirm that by utilizing the ledger that you had.
Right.
Serafin, you briefly felt this scent and sensation of dry, almost like a desert. That's kind of pushed this sense of drowsiness over you, and you are currently taking a -1 onto all of your rolls going forward until you sleep.
Okay.
Raven, however, you were completely overtaken by this overwhelming dry scent and desert-like sensation. And it completely overtook you, which led to you passing out.
Yep.
And that is where we left off. We normally have beginning of mysteries, but since we are still technically continuing the mysteries, those aren't going to be active at this moment, since we are still doing a mysteries. We're still in the same mystery, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
We are, however, going to have Beth go ahead and roll cool for me.
Okay.
I need you to do this for me for reasons.
Oh god, it's been so long since I've played Monster of the Week.
You're fine. Go ahead and roll those 2d6 plus your cool.
Ooh.
What you got?
That is an 11.
Okay, that is noted. I will note that. Not an 8.
You're so cool,
dummy.
Beth.
Oh,
Thank you.
my goodness.
Raven, you do still have one hold from your man with the plan ability that you did at the beginning of last session. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to go ahead. I will remember that number for later. And we are going to start off with everybody. We'll go ahead and start off with Raven here. You felt that dry scent over, almost like a desert wave pushed against you. Winds coming over a desert, just pelting you in the face. And it made you...
Yes.
It overtook you and made you pass out. You, for a brief moment, were standing in this room, this hallway, looking around at these nice wooden walls surrounding you, and at the next moment, everything has gone black for you.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a state of dream. Now, I've asked if I could ask, what would you say is a very good dream, if not the best dream that Raven would ever have?
So the best dream that he would ever have is literally just him living alone in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. I believe I said, what was it, New Hampshire originally, but it doesn't really matter where. But basically just an empty cabin with no technology, no connections, no televisions, just alone.
Mm-hmm.
Complete opposite of who he is in his day-to-day life, what he does, and what he knows.
A bit of a mountain, kind of like a mountain man situation. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
So you find yourself, I imagine, currently sitting in a chair. We'll say you're sitting in this nice chair by the fire, looking because it would have a fireplace, of course. Yes. So you kind of, I'm imagining the very, very stereotypical setup of like the log cabin with the bearskin rug out in front of a fireplace.
Yeah, log cabin, bearskin rug, recliner chair.
Yeah.
Fully stocked kitchen where there's always milk, obviously.
Yeah, there's
and a dog.
And a dog.
And a dog.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the dog's name?
Rusty.
Okay.
So badly wanted to.
Do you know
What's the dog doing? Okay,
what's
sorry.
that dog doing?
I had to.
Thank you.
All right. What breed would you say is like the perfect? I know this is a little bit of a tangent on that, but it's
No, you're fine.
It's
husky.
A husky? Yeah.
Yes.
So there is a husky that lays down next to you on your reclining chair as you are currently sitting, looking down into the fire, just kind of enjoying this peace and quiet. You hear from the outside of the cabin, there are birds singing. You are out in the mountains of New Hampshire, you said?
Yes.
And it's beautiful. It's serene. It's hard to describe this feeling of you do not want to get up from this chair, because it's the best feeling that you ever thought that you could have. Just complete quiet. Just hearing, I imagine, a little bit of the snoring of Rusty, just a little bit. And it is so serene for you, and you feel like that it would take the world ending and then some for you to get out of this chair right now.
Okay.
And it is, like I said, it's very nice. And to the players, we'll move back to the players around to kind of juxtapose this beautiful scene that is happening. You did also, when you passed out, just to make sure, you did take 2 damage. Or 2 harm. Sorry.
Yes.
When that happened, just want to make sure that was still on there. And so Rusty the Husky. And you guys saw as Patience, Serafin, and Bree, you saw as Raven was just walked in and kind of fell right back onto his back. What do you guys do as the sprinklers are coming down on all of you at this moment?
I'm like, hey, watch your step.
Ouch. If I was awake, that would hurt my feelings.
Patience, Fearsome, what do you guys do?
Now's not the time for a nap.
I gasp and then I laugh and then I'm just
Well, it's obviously peculiar because he seemed totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Asking about blood pressure, maybe, like, hey, you're gonna need... When was the last time he ate? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As each of you are kind of, like, I imagine as each of you are kind of, like, leaned over him, imagine Patience is, like, sitting down, just, oh, come on! Now's not the time for this! You guys begin to hear what sounds like splashing coming from behind. As it sounds like a very quick and sporadic splashing is beginning. What do you guys do?
I would like to investigate the
I'm
splashing.
confused.
Okay. You turn around to the splashing that is coming down the hallway. The hallway that leads into the rooms, because as you had just come out of the stairwell essentially when this happened and he fell back, and you heard splashing that's coming down from the actual rooms.
Right.
You look over to see these small, they almost devil-like creatures.
Oh, God.
There's about 2 of them that are currently, they're maybe about 2 feet tall. And they are currently have a little bit of this kind of dark, deep brown skin.
Mm-hmm.
And the little bits of small, thin horns that come up from them. And little wings to kind of accent them, almost looking like small gargoyles that are very kind of pulled in.
Okay.
And
so I would like to say, the old gypsy woman said I had 10 years. It has only been 2.
As these things are kind of, you hear as they begin to start, like, as they are running towards you, you hear, accompanied by this splashing, this really high-pitched laughing, like little snickering, kind of like hyena laughing as they're running towards you. You know, who would you guys say is in front?
I don't remember the order that we came up. I remember I was right in front of Raven.
Okay.
Absolutely, Serafin.
Okay, so absolutely me. It is exactly who's in front.
Okay.
It is I in the front.
It is I in the front. Okay, so as 2 of them are running down the hall, you guys are just kind of standing, like, what would you guys like to do?
I would like to assess a bad situation.
Okay. Kind of looking around at these things of, if you want to go ahead and read a bad situation, please, for me, roll plus sharp.
Okay, roll plus sharp.
Mm-hmm.
2d6s, right?
Yep, 2d6s plus your sharp.
I feel like I ask that every time.
It's fine.
Plus my sharp, I got +1 to sharp, so that is 6, 7. Also, I did want to mention, I did level up last time.
Oh, okay, sure. We'll go ahead and do that quick bookkeeping here. I should have asked that at the beginning, but that's fine. Does anybody else have any level ups that we need to do before we get going?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
All right. Serafin, when you level up, what do you have any ideas for advancements that you would like to take?
Let's see. I would like to make myself a miniature devil proof.
Okay.
I don't think that's one of the options.
Let's take...
Wouldn't we all?
Does he have an updated rule book? That's not fair.
I would like to take another spell slinger move.
Sure. Which move would you like to take?
Let me see here. Spell slinger moves. Spell slinger moves. I'm having a hard time finding the spell slinger moves.
Oh, sure. Do you need your character sheet?
I got my character sheet in front of me.
Yeah, it'll be in those on your, it should be on the first page of your sheet.
Like under combat magic, right?
Yeah, it's going to be
Or-
right underneath those because you have combat magic and then other spellslinger moves.
Okay, in that case, let's see. Moves. Tools and techniques, consumables, advanced arcane trading, arcane reputation, could have been worse. Enchanted clothing,
What is it?
not my fault. Practitioner, shield spell. Ooh, shield spell.
Shield spell?
Shield spell.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we'll go ahead. Yep, we'll take that for you. So make sure to mark that on your mark that you have taken an advancement, and mark whatever wherever you are at with your experience after that, as well as marking that you have that move now. And
Yeah,
okay,
got it.
sure. So as you go ahead, what did you said you got 7 on the roll to read a bad situation?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that gives you a hold 1 that can be spent to ask the keeper any of the following questions. What is my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers here that we haven't noticed? What is the biggest threat? And what is most vulnerable to me? And what is the best way to protect the victims?
I guess right now I would want to know what is the biggest threat.
The biggest threat, as of say every time with these, a lot of these questions are based off of context. In the context of this situation, the biggest threat would be those creatures. You don't currently notice anything else. It is these 2 imp-like creatures that are in front of you.
Okie doke.
All right. And you
All
will
right.
gain, with the biggest threat, acting upon those answers, or acting upon the information that you are given, you get a +1 ongoing. So if it is involving these imps, you are going to be canceled out with that -1 that you have and will just roll as normal. I did want to say before we go further as well that we currently have 7 past fate to use based off of gifts from Patreon and donations, as well as audience interaction with it that I have calculated for it. We have 7 past, which is the +1 to the roll, 2 present, the +1 to the next harm, and 2 future, which is the extra d6 to your roll. I just wanted to make sure that everybody, the players and audience, know that we have those. So, we're going to go back with that. Okay, back into the situation as you were kind of looking over everything as these things just start padding with their clawed hands. You notice that their hands are a bit shorter, but their legs are a bit, like, beefier, so to say. And they are kind of barreling towards you on all fours, splashing through the water that is built up on the carpet. And as you were kind of watching over them, one of them just jumps, because you were being at the front of it, as it has gotten towards you. It goes to jump, and as it is in the air, you see that it rears its back legs at you and starts getting ready to kick towards you. What would you do? Or
I'm going to force win the heck out of it.
Okay. Are you utilizing combat magic, or are you wanting to just use magic?
Yeah, combat magic. I'm going to use a wind blast to try to force him backwards.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, which for you is plus weird when you use kick some ass roll in this particular situation.
Hell
because
yeah.
it is within close proximity of you. We're going to go ahead and roll plus tough for, or not plus tough, plus weird for you. Kick some
Let's
ass.
get weird. All right, plus weird. We got I got 2 weird, so that puts me at an 11.
Nice. So on a 10 plus, you choose 7 and 9 or 7 plus. You're going to kind of exchange that, exchange the harm, since you are directly. Well, you know what? Because of the way you're utilizing it, I'm going to say that it's not going to be able to do harm to you in this particular instance, because you are specifically trying to push it back from it, and because of the roll that you got, you are able to keep it from getting that for you. But you get to choose, you get to deal the harm that combat magic would deal.
Mm-hmm.
as well as add 1 extra effect off of the 10+ list, being you gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another human. You inflict terrible harm, which is plus an additional harm to what you would deal. You suffer less harm, which is -1, currently not exactly relevant in this moment. Or you force them where you want them.
I guess I would give the +1 to another human.
Sure. So you are kind of creating an opening for who would you like to give that to? As you kind of push the magic up that kind of stops it in its track, holding it in place very briefly. Who do you call out for?
I'm gonna call out for Bree. Like, Bree, smash him!
All right. Then in that case, Bree, what are you doing? Also, how much harm did that deal to it? Sorry.
Let me see here. Checking on the harm.
Should be on combat magic with how much?
Yeah, I'm checking. Blast says 2 harm, magic, close, obvious, loud.
So 2 harm?
Yep.
All right, you dealt 2 harm to this creature as the wind is kind of like spiraling it around in place a little bit as a typhoon had come from your hands. All right, Bree, what would you like to do? Taking this +1 forward that you have.
Oh, I would like to just say, rock you like a hurricane.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And, oh gosh. I am realizing now that I fear tiny little, demon
They're like children, but demons.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
like
2
children?
scary things. So
They're like
I'm
children.
finding myself. They're children and they're demons. I mean,
They're children you can hit.
That is
oh,
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
Really, patience?
You know, I might just find it within me to kick their little demon
I'm
butts.
just gonna throw this out there.
Hmm.
Fuck them kids.
Oh no! Okay. I can't do that. Oh. Can I just take my crowbar and just...
You can do whatever
just
you
take-
want.
Cool. Can I just, like... 4... Golf just...
You're going to run up to them with the crowbar and try to hit them. So in that case, that sounds like a kick some ass that you're trying to do. So in your case,
yeah,
go ahead and
yeah.
roll plus tough for me.
8.
An 8. So that is a 7+, which you will be exchanging harm.
Die.
And with your crowbar, if I remember correctly, that is 1 harm. Unless it is a fey, which this creature, you notice as it hits it, it does not have any negative effects towards it like that, like it had with the bunny man that you had previously fought.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's. If it's the signature weapon.
Yes, it'll be your signature weapon.
Yeah. Then it's 1. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And you are going to take 2 harm as it's kind of, you get up close. I hit my headphones. You get up close with it with your crowbar, smacking into it and kind of getting it off a little bit out of the direction of the hurricane. That the whirlwind that was being built, as it kind of bounces off of a wall and kicks you right into your chest. And
Ow.
you are going to take 2 harm as you all see that when it hits, it almost looks like this energy of fire has kind of built up and pushes it onto your chest. If you have any armor, make sure to subtract that from the damage that you are dealt. Yeah, don't forget that you do have armor.
Okay.
But Patience, what you doing? As you
Trying
see
to
this
wake
other
Raven
one
up.
that's running towards running as well. You said you were going to try to wake up. Raven?
Hold up. There's someone running towards me?
Well, they're running down the hall as well, but they are currently. You have both Bree and Serafin in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to try and wake up Raven.
Okay, so what are you doing to wake him up?
Go back to. I think that might be act under pressure.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. It would be act under pressure, but how would you? What are you trying to? You trying to shake him? You trying to hit him? You trying? What are you?
I am
Hit him.
viciously shaking him and telling him like, your computer's on fire.
Yeah.
He is beating me with a stuffed tortoise.
Yes. This is the closest he's gonna get to hurting him right now, so it just works.
Holding Mr. Future by the legs, and just wake up, and he's just wah, wah. Go ahead and roll act under pressure for me, please.
Mr. Future inflicting pain by proxy here.
Yeah. Wah, ah, wah, ah.
Cold water will do.
Yeah, right. Like hold his mouth open while the sprinklers are going. You know, kind of like a turkey effect. Like,
They're gonna kill me. They're going to straight up kill me.
Raven laying there with his mouth open and water starting to build up.
That's a little grounding.
No,
Fine.
I'm kidding.
They're
What was that?
They're waterboarding me.
Yeah. What'd you get on that act under pressure?
Oh. It's cool, right? Yeah.
Yes, roll plus. I will say before you roll, we do have fate on the board if you want to use it.
Ooh, yeah.
I just rolled, so
Okay.
I can't
That's
honestly
fine.
take it.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, I got a 6 minus 1, so
Okay.
I'm 5.
As you are hitting Raven with this with Mr. Future as he is wah, wah, as he's kind of smacking into him, and it's not hurting him, but it doesn't seem to have an effect towards him as he is laying there. It seems as if the stuffing that kind of like pushes his head off to the side a little bit and pushes it back as it's kind of hitting him. But
Should have went with my fist.
I should have punched him.
I said you can hit him. It's fine.
Mr. Future's just, I appreciate the effort, but could you please use something else?
This isn't how I wanted to.
This isn't how I plan on killing him. But as everything is going on, this other imp goes and pounces up on to, we'll say Bree was closest up front. This imp is pouncing onto you. What are you doing? It is jumping up with its back legs moving directly towards you.
Alright, well, I got the wind knocked out of me, am I right?
I'd say, yeah, you took that. I mean, you took, because you have 1 armor, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you took 1 harm, which did a little bit of like a wind knocking, a little bit of singeing on your shirt.
Let's see. Well,
Sorry, I just read the chat.
I am. I kind of want to still try to kick some ass, but also I feel like I want to also make sure that if they come after patients, that they won't. I don't know if I want to do protect someone.
Mm-hmm. It is currently attacking you.
Okay.
It is not currently going after patients, but with
It better not. I'm gonna be so mad.
yeah.
All right, fine.
So yeah, would you like to try to move out of the way, because that is an option?
Nah, that's not me. You know me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to kick their ass again.
Okay, so you go as it's coming towards you, trying to swing your crowbar, I imagine, up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll plus tough for me.
Can I use...
Oh, yes, we have fate on the board. We have 7 present, or past. I always mix them up, I don't know why. But 7 past, that is the +1 to the roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of those.
Sure. We will go ahead and use one. This one was donated by our patron on Patreon. We have a Patreon for this as well, that the tiers, one of the benefits that you get from that is being able to add fate to the board, and this particular one was brought to us by an anonymous patron. So we are going to put that on there. And
Good thing I did.
And that will give you
because,
the +1.
I did not roll well, so it's good I grabbed that. I got 8.
You got 8, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that particular instance, this will be a 7+, which is the exchanging harm. So you deal 1 harm to imp number 2, the second one that is pouncing up to you. And it is going to deal another 2 harm to you, as you kind of, I imagine, like, hitting it with, like, after it's kind of kicked you in the chest, you recover a little bit to smack it, as it is moving around. And what we are going to do after you've had that moment of wind knocking a little bit, I imagine you were able to move to where it's more of like a shoulder, but there's a little bit of singeing on your sleeve. I would like to ask Beth a question.
Yes.
So, as you are running up into the opening on the 7th floor, you see this chaos above you. This chaos in front of you after Serafin, who is kind of pushing back this imp off of the wall with magic. You see that Bree has just been hit, and Patience is currently smacking Raven with her stuffed tortoise. What does Detective Lisa Murphy want to do as you stand there in the doorway with your gun drawn, with your pistol drawn, assessing the situation? You have recently, we'll go back just a little bit. As you were driving, you had heard of a call coming over. You were in a bit of the area, the highway that around where Evans Inn is. I imagine just on standard patrol. You heard of essentially a fire that was going, or that a fire that breaking out at the Evans Inn of Evansbourogh, and had responded to that because you were closer, so you would be able to get in there a lot quicker. And I imagine with a lot of kind of like assessing once you got onto the scene of what exactly happened, you know that they're clearing out people from the building. They noticed smoke in the side of the lobby that had kind of built up a bit. But you saw, I imagine, this, once you came running in, there was this kind of trail of what's the word? A trail of burnt, I can't talk. A trail of, like, what's the word of whenever a fire burns? We'll say it's burnt wall. That's what it is.
Like scorch marks?
Scorch, yes.
Singe marks, scorches?
Singe, I was been saying, yeah. Scorches going along the wall that kind of lead towards a door, that the door of the side that leads up the upstairs. That is currently wide open. And you had come running up to begin to hear this chaos from upstairs. And you stand there in the doorway. What would you like to do?
It's just a heavy sigh. Ugh. Like, looks at everyone and then, like, locks eyes with Serafin. Serafin, Castillon, Castañeda de la Hoya, Cardinal, what have you done?
I hear my entire name being called out, and like just there's a chill down my spine. Like, the wind I'm casting suddenly gets very chilly, like very icy. Like
you see, as a little bit of ice forms, like a little bit of frost forms on the wet wall.
How did I know this was you?
Turn around like, hey, Murphy! I can explain.
Explain explain later.
Okay, good.
and-
It'll give me time to come up with an explanation.
I'm gonna roll kick some ass. And
Okay.
I'm gonna start and try and shoot these things.
Okay, you are shooting. Which one would you like to get? The one that was closer by Serafin, or the one that is currently on Bree?
I'm gonna get the one on Bree because I feel like that one needs to be taken care of first.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Hit
Appreciate
my
it.
dice.
If you could, because you are at a distance.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think, because this is more of you are just trying to shoot them as opposed to you getting into a close-up fight with them. Could you please roll an act under pressure for me?
Ooh, an act under pressure.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you are at enough of a
Ooh.
distance to where close-on confrontation isn't exactly
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
possibility.
God
This
damn
music
it,
is
I
amazing.
lost my
Love
pants.
this waiting.
Okay, act under pressure. I got an 8.
Got an 8. So what I am going to do in this particular instance is you have a 7 to 9, which I will give you a worse outcome, which is I'm going to do this as give you the 3 options and let you choose, because I've realized this is a better way, in my opinion, to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a worse outcome, which is you miss entirely. I'm not going to make you hit or miss anybody or hit anyone else. But you miss the imp that you are shooting at. Have a hard choice, which is where you, I'd say, you hit it, but it is going. Essentially, you shoot the one that is on Bree, but it is going to be. What's the word? We'll say it was a bit of an unprepared situation with everyone, to where it is going to be a bit of a deafening situation that might give people an opportunity, give some of the other imps an opportunity, or the price to pay being you are going to shoot it, but in a very it's not going to do as much harm, essentially. Going to shoot it and there's going to be no issues, but it is not in a vital enough area that would do enough harm.
I'm gonna do price to pay.
Okay, so just essentially in a non-vital area, what would your pistol normally do?
It's not a very intricate one.
Mm-hmm. Just a service pistol?
Yeah, just a service pistol.
Okay, how much damage does it do?
It does 2 harm.
Okay, so in this particular instance, it is only going to deal 1 harm, unless we do have the fate of present that deals an additional harm if you want to buff that up more.
You guys okay with it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll use 1.
Okay, we are going to use 1 present. This present, this fate of present was gifted to us by Kowai Poltergeist. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for donating this. We are going to be, in that case, that is going to deal 2 harm to this imp as you pull up your weapon, shoot at the imp that is currently on Bree, and it kind of tags it in the shoulder, but you notice you got it in a good spot in that shoulder that kind of adds a little bit to it as it kind of pulls back and hisses at each of you, as this hiss is kind of met almost as if the air that's pushing through it is making this kind of rattling that sounds like laughter.
Okay.
And Serafin, what would you like to do?
Yes. Let me see. So I'm still holding the one up against the wall, right?
That one has moved off. It was able to move out of the way currently of it. You have it sitting kind of in front of you, as it had just pounced off of Bree and latching itself, starting to kind of crawl up around the wall.
Okay, crawling up around the wall. Bree and and Murphy seem to have kind of things a little figured out, I would imagine.
Mhm.
They're tough girls. They can figure this out. Let me think. I don't want to let that one get away. I feel like I've heard it, and I should put the hurting on it additionally. So I'm gonna go for the kill on that one.
Okay. How are you trying to do this?
Let's see.
Kill it good.
I want to do it real good.
Do it real good, man. Come on.
Taste the pain. Sorry.
Be asleep.
Hurt
It's
him
fine.
extra hard.
Gonna hurt him extra hard. Okay, what are you?
Gonna hurt him extra hard. So I am gonna use my combat magic. I'm gonna hit him with another blast. This time I'm gonna use a blast of force on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna basically try to squash him like you would a cockroach, only using no hands.
Okay, so you're trying. I imagine trying to utilize that force to like push him up into the wall. Okay. Could you?
And I will use a fate.
All right. Which fate would you like to use? We do have the past, the +1 to the roll, which is, and then the future. We have 2 of those, which is the extra d6 to the roll.
I will do the future.
Gonna go ahead and use the future. Okay,
Yes.
that will add an extra d6 to your roll.
I want this imp and his wickedness dead.
This future was donated to us was actually brought through us utilizing the audience, because again, I have been calculating based off of our view counts and whatnot to help the audience be able to add towards that without having to give a monetary donation to it, but supporting us by watching the show. And again, thank you guys so much for that. Thank you
Thanks,
all.
guys.
Thank you.
Aw, you didn't have
Yeah.
to. That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
So you guys,
You didn't have to, guys.
You
No,
didn't
yes,
have
you
to. You didn't have to watch.
But we're real glad you did.
You didn't have to watch the show. So you are going to have an extra d6 added to your roll of kick some ass, which in your case, using combat
real
magic,
good.
is plus weird. So roll that real
Plus-
good. Roll that real good roll.
Come on.
Rolling it weird, and I'm rolling extra
You
weird.
gotta
Real
you gotta
good.
blow on it first
Real
and
good,
then
real
shake
weird.
it.
Real
Yeah,
good,
you gotta,
real
you know,
good, real weird.
Whisper some weird words of magic and stuff, there, but you got it. You got it.
That is a 10.
That is a 10.
Yeah,
Okay. So on a 10 plus, this is going to be utilizing choosing an extra effect from the list that I had stated earlier. Advantage, inflicting terrible harm, suffering less harm, and forcing them where you want them. As well
Terrible
as inflicting terrible harm. So you want to add another one to that. So that is going to be on that one. How much does your force normally do?
My force normally does. Let's see here. That would be 2. Add +1 to base. Okay, so that would be 3.
Okay, so 3 plus 1 plus an additional 1 from the inflicting terrible harm?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, and 3. So I will say what happens, because there is the bit of an exchange in this particular situation, the exchanging of harm. I imagine you see it, as it is coming towards you. It kind of bounces, it kicks its feet off of your chest as the imps have been doing a lot, hitting you in the chest for 2 harm.
Okay.
But basically, you catch it at the perfect time. Kind of, I imagine, a little bit ahead of a little bit of hindsight on this, seeing it moving towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You find this perfect opportunity as it is kicking off of you. You quickly reach your holding onto your pen as you have been doing, gathering up the magic into it and kind of pushing it, assisting the kickoff of it. And please describe to me this thing's very gruesome demise against this roof.
Yeah, but
man.
tell me.
I've seen a lot of movies and none of them come to mind, but you see it in anime all the time when there's just this epic push of force and the thing's trying to push back, but its eyes start becoming really wide when it realizes, oh no, and the entire time I'm just like, ah! So It's just kind of like if you've ever seen like I don't know like let me think if you've ever seen somebody just like smash a cherry tomato, just kind of like that, but like against the ceiling, just
All right.
boom.
As you kind of hold it for a moment, gathering up that energy and this look of realization upon its face, as it and it pushes back up against the wall with this very sickening crack and splat as it begins painting the ceiling with its viscera, and and the other imp sees as this has happened, as it cracked against the ceiling and just and starts to try to turn around and fuck off. As it's just running as it starts running.
Serafin calling out to it, be like, sorry, like the one that got squished. So like, you tell the old gypsy woman that she gets me when my 10 years are over.
My 10 years are over. So I will say we'll go back to Patience. What would you like to do in this particular instance, as you have seen this, like, as you heard the energy going on? I will say there was nothing shielding your eyes from what has just happened.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not even smacking him, just kind of standing there, holding Mr. Future by the one arm, like, holy shit.
Yes!
Yup.
What would you like to do?
Violence is fun.
More violence.
That's a pretty shade of red.
Yeah.
I still think we gotta wake him up, because I don't think he got hurt as he fell down, so something bad is probably going to happen. And
yeah, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you're good. I imagine it's just like, whoa. All right, back to it.
Right.
But no. How would you like to? How are you trying to wake him up again?
So I was trying to look at like the magic to see something that I could do, but these are very specific. So my only other thing I could think of is manipulate someone to possibly see if I could do something.
Ooh, I actually like. You know what? I kind of like this. Because you kind of get into people's heads.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, I like this a
What
lot.
the hell are
actually.
you dreaming about that
This
you
is
won't wake
so-
up?
This is so nice. I fucking love this. Okay, all right.
He
So
shows up in his dream and drinks all of his milk.
I literally
Honestly?
just put that in chat. I just put that in chat.
Thank you for letting me in.
He's gonna be sitting in the chair. Sup? Wait, what?
Absolutely.
right, we'll cut back for a moment. If I could, while I'm doing this, go ahead and roll plus charm for me, please.
I want to use help.
You want to use help?
I need help. Yes.
So yeah,
Because
we
my
have.
charm is crap.
Okay, we have the fate on the board that can be used.
Yes.
We have 6 past left and 1 future left. Yeah. The +1 and then the extra d6.
Okay, I'll do the +1.
Okay, we'll use
At
one of the
least balance
+1s.
it out.
All right, sounds good. We'll go ahead and utilize that. That's going to give you a +1 to this roll. And that's going to put that down to 5. This one was given to us once more by our anonymous patron. As you all saw, I believe somebody linked it earlier with the Patreon link. If you
I
all
did.
want to add to that, that is perfectly fine. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll hold off on what the result is of the roll for the moment. Okay?
Okay.
So, Raven, we'll cut back to you for a moment. Back from this absolute chaos that is happening inside of the real world, as there is imps scream laughing, shots being fired, force magic being on the blood everywhere, raining all over you. we cut to you inside of this wonderful cabin once more. As I imagine at this point, you're sitting on what's Raven's favorite cereal?
Raisin Bran.
Raisin.
No,
I'm not even joking. That's the worst part.
I don't blame you. Honestly,
That's
that's my
fair.
favorite.
Okay,
One of my
hell yeah,
favorites
hell
too.
Oh
So-
my god, you're
Yes.
so white.
You don't say.
You don't say. So you are sitting inside of the cabin. It's so nice and it's so peaceful and so quiet. And I imagine, what's a smell that you like? What's just a scent?
It just smells like apple cinnamon.
Oh hell yeah, that's a good smell.
Ooh, it's
That's a
good
good
smell.
smell. All right, so
I'm
you
sitting
are
here, eating my cereal,
eating your
unbothered,
raisins. Yes.
moisturized, happy, in my lane,
So-
focused, and fresh.
you have like, I imagine after you have just finished the best bowl of Raisin Bran you have ever had, as you kind of you kind of set it down on this little side table, set the bowl down on this little side table as you kind of recline yourself back, and it's just you were doing something, but it doesn't matter. You know, this is so calming. Like, it couldn't possibly be more important than this, you know? There's no way. And
Yes.
you're sitting there, and all of a sudden, the front door to your cabin just swings open. As you look over with a stir to see Patience standing in the doorway.
I swear, the way you described that made me think of like Darla from Finding Nemo when she enters. Like door slams open, boom, and like a picture falls.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. And Patience, what do you say as you slam open this, as you found yourself in front of this really nice cabin door? It was so deafeningly quiet to you. Like, what? Like, who would be out here?
Wow. What do you do for fun?
And Raven, for a brief moment, you don't really recognize this girl. There's just there's a little bit of like a recollection, but you've never seen this girl. Something seems familiar, but you can't quite find it.
Well, to answer your question, I have a dog, and I do wood burning. And who are you?
Woodburn.
Who are you?
How did you find my cabin?
Okay, now we're talking. What about burning?
God damn it.
Never mind. How do you not know who I am?
I have never seen you before in my entire life ever. You look kind of familiar, but at the same time, I how did you find my cabin?
You know, you're not getting out of this.
I don't want out of this.
No, I'm not living with anybody else.
You're not getting out
Like-
of this. This wasn't a statement about your dream. This was a statement about your life. All right, please continue. I'm sorry.
You know, staring at you, I have this weird feeling like I'm shunning some obligation, but look around. Look where I am. I have there's nothing holding me down here. I can do what I want when I want. And how did you find my cabin?
How did you find my cabin?
Well, if you would remember who I am, you might remember,
Yeah.
or you'd know.
So, what was the result of that? Manipulate someone.
With the help, it was a 9.
A 9. So, what's the reason you are trying to get them to do what you want? What would you say to Raven to right now in this instance of yeah, please go ahead.
I know this looks really nice for you and you like whatever this weird movie set is, but this is not real. You have to remember me, Patience. You have to remember Mr. Future, because I know you'll remember him. And I know you'll remember Serafin and his jokes. And if you don't wake up, I can't stop Bree from punching you.
So, in this particular instance with the roll, they for another hunter on a set, because there is a specific rule set to this move for using it on hunters. On a 7 to 9, you get to mark experience if you do what they ask. The reasoning that they have, you have heard this. You have heard this reasoning being brought out of you know who I am. You have to remember me. You have to remember Mr. Future. You have to remember Serafin. You have to remember Bree, who's probably gonna punch you if you don't wake up.
Yep.
And what do you do, Raven? You see everything around you. You see Rusty, who currently is he's still sleeping, I imagine, right now. Like part of me imagines him as
terrible guard dog.
Well, part of me imagines him as a bit of an older dog.
I promised we can get a Rusty at home.
We have Rusty at home.
Rusty at home is just Serafin crashing on their couch.
So you have Rusty who's sitting down. You just finished your nice bowl of raisin bran, and the fire is still going, nice and cozy. And the only noise that is currently right now is this little girl who just bust open your door and is talking to you.
Can I ask a question before I make a decision?
Sure. What you want?
To her.
Oh, yes, please, go ahead.
Okay. So, I understand what you're saying. I'm not piecing it together, and I want to know from you, what happens if I don't?
Oof.
Patience.
I'm a child!
I was gonna say.
Big oof.
Probably die. I don't know.
That is very deep.
I want you to get into the headspace of the character here. Tell me,
know.
what happens if I don't go with you?
Mm-hmm.
You're my uncle.
Cry. Don't make her cry.
And I lost my mom. Your sister.
I have a sister.
You do. You remember? Something
died.
happened to her. And I was
She died.
left. Yes.
And those weird people, the Sherpas, who I know that's the wrong... Why do I know this?
Yes, you're remembering him.
Yes, please, come on. You're right there, buddy.
Suddenly he regresses further into the dream. It's like, nope.
I remember. Get out of my house.
He's just like, nah. How about no?
Yes, as Raven, you begin.
Yes.
These memories start coming back to you.
And as soon as I say Sherpa, I remember the stupid joke Serafin made whenever I called him the other day.
Yeah.
I remember everything. So with that, I'll go with her.
Okay.
Yeah, because you really, now that you remember me, you're like, I really don't want her to punch me.
As you,
Oh, no.
As you just, I do get this. Okay. Okay, I'm going. You get up, and you stand, looking around everything, and just look down to Rusty. Well, I imagine now is kind of, as you get up from your chair, he definitely notices when you move around,
Oh, no.
Just kind of looks up at you. As you look back at everything and just, do you say anything before you go?
I'm gonna miss this. I better not regret my decision, damn it.
As
Probably won't.
Rusty doesn't make any noise. Like he doesn't whimper. He just looks at you.
Really?
And just
God.
yeah, I'm not gonna make it that hard.
Oh God, I would have lost it.
I'm sorry, but he
Don't make the dog cry.
Don't make the dog cry. You're already making me cry.
I could hear your face in Raven's mic.
You walk out the door with patience and close it, and as you do, the two of you, we're gonna cut back to the players. As you guys saw Patience disappear, basically she put her hands on Raven's head, kind of holding in one arm Mr. Future as kind of like pushed, I imagine it's like pushed up to his head. So from like your guys' point of view, she could be smothering him, who knows? But you guys, as this other imp is running down the hallway, what are you guys doing?
I'm shooting it.
Okay.
Walking up to a Raven covered in the viscera of the other imp and be like, "Here, Raven," and just like holds him up to him. Put it on yourself as camouflage.
I'm just sitting there like,
All right.
wait, so Patience disappeared?
Oh, she didn't disappear. She just, once she put her hands on Raven's head, she kind of like gonked out a little bit. She's not fully passed out, but she's like leaned down as she does when she goes into when she goes into other people. Just knocked my own glasses off. Sorry, that took me back to fuck. I'll tell this story eventually if anybody wants to say it, but right now I'm not going to interrupt the game. That just brought back a trauma from my childhood.
Oh man.
It's not like a serious trauma, it's like a joke trauma. But so okay, no,
Okay.
we're here. We're here in the
We're here. It's okay,
I'm
Stormy,
shooting
Stormy,
this
come
in.
back.
Yes.
Come back to us. Come back to us.
Yeah, now I'm in
Okay.
the dream state. Fuck. So
I'm like,
Yes.
what happened? What happened to the little one?
Yeah.
What was she doing? Did she go in his brain?
to Murphy? Could you please roll a act under pressure again for me? Unless
Okay.
you are trying to get closer.
I'm getting closer.
Okay. You kind of begin running
Like
up.
it's running like towards me. I'm running towards it.
Well, it was running back further
Oh, it's running
into the
back.
hallway. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he saw his brother getting smushed. So he
That's
was
a
like,
12.
Fuck this. So you run up towards past them and begin firing into the imp,
Mhm.
which is the not dead one.
Yeah. I would hope so.
How much damage you said it does? 2?
It does too.
Okay. Were you trying to just what is there a specific way you were trying to shoot it? I will say
I'm trying to fucking kill it.
for future
With
reference. Yeah, for future reference,
With
we'll
bullets.
before the roll we'll ask how it's being done or what exactly you're wanting to do, and then but for this instance, your harm, because you have the 2 harm that is dealt.
Mm-hmm.
If you could please explain to me this creature's grisly death.
I imagine she just like aligns it up and just straight through its head. Like the
Okay.
back of its head.
As you run up, or quickly run past everybody, just stepping over Raven and moving past everybody.
Yeah.
All this, what's going on with Serafin, just, oh god. You line up the shot, and as I imagine this nice slow motion moment of the water pouring from the sprinklers on top of you,
Uh-huh.
as you just hold your breath, and as it spirals through, as this thing is just running away. There's this moment of it like turning back as it goes in one end and right out the other, as splatter of the blood of the creature along the wall, as it kind of tumbles and the momentum that it has rolls sliding into the down the hallway. And as you guys are kind of surrounding Raven and Patience, what's going on, the two of them both gasp away.
What the hell happened?
A
I
lot.
was about to punch you.
Wait,
That's what.
why am I on the floor? Why is he covered in blood?
You've got
And
a
who is
little
she?
bit. You've got a little bit on your shirt now. As imagine Serafin had been like.
I'm not explaining this to the dry cleaner. You're gonna have to wash it.
It keeps the gypsy curse at bay, okay?
All right.
Oh my gosh.
What would you like? What are you guys doing? As Raven, you had asked these questions of, what happened? Why am I on the floor? Who is that?
Well, yeah, that right there, that's Murphy, my girlfriend.
I'm sorry. I don't think I quite heard that, Serafin. What did you say?
Hey, that's not important. Hey, listen, come with me for a second. So, I will walk away for a second and just kind of like, like pat her on the shoulder, like, hey, nice shooting. And just like this really long exhale is like, hey, am I okay?
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay. I get lost in the magic sometimes.
No.
Looking back,
Oh, no.
I really did a number on that thing.
Yeah, you did.
I can't let myself become like them. Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
You're not.
Okay.
I won't let you.
Anyway, these guys are under the impression that you're my girlfriend. Play along, please.
Are you kidding?
If it helps you feel any better, we all know that you're not his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And also, Serafin, whenever you're whispering, you should whisper.
Okay. Yeah.
Inside voice, but like even lower.
I was under the impression that I walked away, but okay. the entire time I was like,
No,
hey, come
we still heard you.
turn around, just like, or like I was like, hey, come with me, and everybody just like tiptoes behind.
Oh yeah,
We're in the hallway of a hotel. There's not a lot of room.
that is true.
Okay, that's on me. But hey, listen, how cool was it when I squashed the hell out of that thing?
I'm checking to see if Raven has
smile.
any kind of concussion.
Okay.
And I am applauding Serafin's squishing of the creature because that was awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I say, with like, my eyes betraying like my fake enthusiasm.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You have, as you, Murphy, go over to Raven, you look over him as he has gotten up, or starting to get up. And
Flashlight to his eyes, like waving it.
It seems like everything is dilating well, but you notice something in his eyes. They are very red. They are very red, and it seems towards the corners of his eyes, there's something in there. Like it looks like something's caught up in there.
Have you been smoking anything recently?
Raven, you've been holding out on us, you dog.
Did you find my stash? What?
I'm literally raising a child, and you guys assume I'm on drugs?
I mean, your eyes are pretty red, kid.
Yeah, you do other little sketchy things while raising a child, so I mean...
None for the cop!
He looks at Bree. Do you actually have a stash?
Yeah, and I also have a card.
I have a card for it.
I have a prescription.
All right.
I thought West Virginia legalized it.
I don't know that, but I do now, so none of your business.
We're good now. All right, but yes, would there like to be any...
Nope, it is illegal.
Still none of your business.
Hey, I mean, come on, Murphy. What are you, a cop or something?
Po.
No, this is an outfit. Smacks him upside the head and starts walking.
No, this is my Halloween costume. I'm trying it on.
I'm just doing it for kids.
Serafin, can your magic turn off the sprinklers, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna use magic.
Go ahead and roll use magic for me, please.
Righto.
It just makes it worse.
Why are you wearing a white t-shirt? That would
I
be
mean,
funny.
Serafin's
That
white
would-
shirt underneath his coat.
so that is a 4.
Oh no.
Well, go ahead and
damn it.
so the effect that I imagine you were wanting
Can-
to do.
Can I
Does
help
he-
out?
So with helping
Oh no,
out.
I want.
Can I help out by reaching over and just turning off the damn fire alarm?
Okay, so with I will
Oh, I'm
say
joking, I'm joking.
with
I'm
helping out, it would have to get him above a 7 for it to properly work. However, go ahead and mark experience for me, buddy.
Yep.
What's the effect that you were wanting to use?
I guess I was trying to do something beyond one
Okay.
of them that's on here. So I just wanted to, I don't know, I guess telekinetically
off.
turn
Turn
off the
Okay. What would you say the glitch that happens is?
shoot.
Because there's some stuff that's gonna happen from that.
Oh my god, please do what
Yeah.
I think.
You ever seen, like, whenever you turn on a faucet that didn't have water previously running, but now you activated it, so it just kind of like, just kind of like sputters?
Yeah.
So that, but I want, like, it's got to burst somewhere, like.
Oh yeah. So it is. I imagine
Yes.
you somehow managed to make it worse, as it's. I imagine now just the normal like bit of like a circular sprinkling system as they typically are. They kind of come around the side and drop down. This thing is just gushing bursts of water all over the place, and to the point where it's starting to kind of like not flood but fill the floor to where there is a nice layer of water on
Oh
this.
man, my socks
Serafin,
are
I
all
gave
wet.
you one job.
This is a historical building. I can't believe it. It's
There's
probably ruined.
Definitely going to be some water damage later on.
I secretly have a thing for historical buildings, and I'm very mad about it.
but
How
How many buildings have we destroyed by this point?
Oh my god.
This will be one so far.
Well,
I'm sorry. I will be right back. My cat is stuck on the windowsill.
no. So we'll say yes. Go ahead for the moment. What would you guys like to do after this has happened? I imagine they're kind of like kinked and twisted to where it's gonna take a bit of it's gonna at this point now take to where like they're gonna have to turn off water in order for it to stop.
I guess
so it's just going now.
Seeing that there's really nothing that can be done about that, I'm just like, oh shit, Matt.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was about to say,
In room.
What's-
Yes. Do you guys remember which room number it was?
705.
Okay. Cool.
705. I'm happy you remembered, Patience, because honestly, I was about to start knocking on random doors.
Cool. All right.
honestly, yeah, I was too.
So.
Knock, knock, knock. Matt? No? Damn it. All right,
Matt-
knock, knock. Matt?
I mean, isn't everyone out by now? I would
You-
hope.
Yes.
Yes.
it-
hopefully.
so far as what the current people that you know of are out. You all have the doors in front of you. Upon the right side, if I remember the layout of how hotels typically work, it's the right side that has the odd numbers and the left side that has the even numbers.
Sounds right
Hold
to
on.
me.
There's an organizational method?
There
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
This entire time, I
Oh.
thought that they just...
No,
Okay.
I know. I used to work at a hotel, so
God, I thought they just picked one side to start on and then just went sequentially.
Yeah. So you all follow these rooms. I'm gonna say this isn't like you guys would be able to find the room. Has Beth returned yet? I'm gonna take that as a no for the moment. So we will say for the moment
Just talk slower.
I am going to we'll say real quick what the would anybody like to inspect what was seen in Raven's eyes? We'll ask that.
Yeah, sure. I would love to get like really up close and personal.
My bloody hand. It's starting to rinse off a lot of the base of stuff
Do
that's
not
off
let
of
him
you.
touch me.
Don't
Do
no,
not
no.
let him.
I look and make disgusted faces while looking, and he sees that, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, what are we seeing, by the
let
way? Is it
me-
just like it's just
But
red, or
currently his eyes are entirely red, and there is something that's kind of like built with the water pouring down. It's harder to immediately tell what it is, at least without further inspection. But it is some type of thing gunked towards the corner of his eyes.
Yes, yes.
ew, that's sick.
If
Can I touch it?
Wait, I want to look.
Could I have Bree roll plus sharp for me?
Mm-hmm. By the way, did you say even on the right or on the left?
Even on the left, odd on the right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
I had to think about it for a second. Plus sharp, you said?
Yes, please. This isn't a move specifically. This is just a base plus sharp roll.
Oh, crap. 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Not-
I'll say that's enough. With most sharp rolls, it's still being able to figure something out of it. You kind of look on. You get up into his eye, or get up towards his eye, and kind of start looking at it. And I imagine you're not touching his eye, but you're like trying to like
Study his
see
head.
if like you're right at the edge of it to see if some of that stuff would like maybe fall out as you kind of go at it. And it's a little uncomfortable, Raven.
Yeah.
But
Whatever you're doing there kind of hurts.
you notice
I'm
that
sorry. I'm just trying to like see what it is. I'm trying to be gentle. I swear. I can be gentle. I
You and
swear.
gentle don't go
I
along
can
together.
be gentle. I promise.
Yeah, you, as you are looking, as some of the stuff starts to come out, then at first, because of the color, you think that it's dirt, but it's
Really weird.
grained. Like it's grain. It almost looks like sand.
Sand.
That's
I was
sand?
just about to.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
I was just about to say.
I
Wait
think
a
I knows what we're
minute.
up against.
I think so
Mr.
too.
Sandman.
Yeah,
Okay, she's-
it's a goblin.
It's a
Give me a dream.
It's a crabzilla.
It's Crabzilla.
Wait a minute.
It's a
So-
frog hemoth.
It's a frog Amos.
Is this sand
It's
as in
And,
the Sandman? Wait, were you dreaming?
Yes.
I think you have sand in your eyes. God, that is
And
the
then-
worst feeling.
Okay, he was nowhere near any sand.
No, it was snow. I was in a cabin.
It was snowing.
I was happy.
Did you have milk? Is that what it was? You had to
Yes,
yourself.
I had everything that
Oh
I could
my God, did
ever
you
have
have-
wanted. And for some reason, I woke up because
You love me.
patience- Yeah, asked me to.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. Well, I mean,
Well, that I don't know of any doctor that's going to help me with this, but we'll.
I don't think
sand?
that's the thing. I think this is, I mean, you know who the Sandman is. I've heard maybe, Sandman, the dream.
Yeah, no, I know what it is, and
Yeah,
that.
exit late, enter night. That guy?
Yeah, like,
Yeah. I dig his songs.
wait. Yeah, sure, whatever. Um,
Okay.
we'll go with that.
Wait, he's got somebody in a band in his eye? I don't.
Yeah.
No, it's just everything that Serafin is saying is something else. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah.
listen.
Unless you have 3 eyes, in which case one of them is blind, usually.
So
I
So,
hate you so much.
you
oh my
all,
god.
as after coming to this realization of what is inside of Raven's eye being sand, and coming to at least your own realization in this particular situation of what you believe to be going on. And you guys are able to find the room 705. Like I said, that isn't going to be a roll because you specifically utilized finding the ledger to know what the room is and that it is checked in under Matt's name.
Good, because that was a lot of work to do. Holy moly!
Yeah.
Under the name of your acquaintance, your friend, Serafin Matt Thorne. That is where he is staying. What do you guys do? You find yourselves at the door. The imps, at least at this point, the ones that you were facing are deceased. What you guys doing?
Is the door? You just knock on it, I guess. I mean, unless it's open.
Yeah. So, it is locked currently.
Okay.
And when you knock on it, nobody seems to answer.
Oh, God.
No good.
Yeah. Guess he's not there.
Can I manipulate
Evansborough
it to unlock
PD.
it?
Can manipulate the door. Can get into the door's mind. What are you about, buddy? What's going on in your head, buddy? Come on, just open up. Come on.
Can any of you phase through the door? I mean, Patience has got some crazy things she can do.
Look, I haven't figured that out yet.
I'm pretty
work
sure
on
I
it.
can,
I feel like it would come in handy a lot.
Does
Little miss.
anybody have an idea on how to open the door?
I can use magic to
yeah,
do
actually,
the one thing that is beyond human limitations. See if
Okay.
I can just like tinker the
Or
door
we
open.
can just literally pick the lock. Or we could go down to the front desk.
Literally just waiting for Serafin to do his magic, and when that failed, I was going to go down to the desk and grab the key.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
going down to get it. There's a
I will
master
say
key card.
there are avenues for you all to be able to open this door now. I just want to say that. But we will, one of those being utilizing magic. So let's give it a shot. Serafin, go ahead and roll plus weird.
All right, plus
God.
weird. That is a 10.
That is a
Okay.
10. Okay, so the effect you were wanting to choose was doing one thing that is beyond human limitation. All right.
Tap on the doorknob and I say, "Open, says me."
Open sesame.
God.
Really not open sesame? Okay.
As
That's
you hold your hand or hold the pen out, and I imagine push like just a little bit of the force kind of gets into the lock as you are twisting it, and you eventually see the light like the green light pop open or pop up on the door as they have on most doors.
And I give him a good job, elbow him really a little bit too aggressively. Well done.
It
That's cool.
pops up
right
as,
in my imp wounds.
Yeah. It pops up as green, so the door is unlocked. What do you guys do?
I kind of just
Go in.
All
Go
right,
I
in.
go in.
All right.
really way too confidently.
I have no idea what's going on really, so I go in.
Like, what the hell happened? You missed all of the imps. You just came up to see the blood on the ceiling and one body at the end of the hallway. I will say you do pass it. You were able to pass it as you were walking up towards it, because this is towards the end. It's about midway through, so you'd be able to have seen it.
Right.
Because there are 10 doors on, if I remember correctly, the way that I did it, 10 on each side, 10 rooms. 5 or 10. I'm not 100%. You know what? It's fine.
It's fine. It works out.
Regardless, you were able to see the body of this creature, and you all. Who's going first?
Somehow. I mean, I guess I'll go.
All right, Murphy, stay behind me. I'll protect you.
Oh God.
Elbow him.
I'm,
in
like,
the
standing
gut
next
where,
to
like, he's
Raven.
behind me. It's like, get back there.
All right. As you push Serafin behind you, Bree, you open up the door.
We got a bot.
We got a bot.
Got
Get
him.
him. Get him. Take him out.
I would move to use magic on the bot.
Roll.
Oh. Oh,
Someone else
whoa.
gonna get him? I don't know how to get him.
I got
I
it.
don't-
You have
hold
to
on.
click on their name.
Oh, it's on
Oh.
their name.
Fan.
There we go.
There we go.
There we are. All right. They're out of here. Okay.
We've officially made it.
We took
got
them out.
bots now.
So back to it. Bree, as you push open the door, I imagine you've got your crowbar up.
Oh yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I'm not going in all quick and
Yeah, you open up the door and try to look around. As you all see this pair, I imagine the way we walk in, you see the TV on the left, the bed, like the end of the bed on the right, and past the bed, you see a pair of feet sitting on a chair.
Ew, just feet?
Well, from your angle, from like looking down the hall, like the open.
Okay.
You see just feet.
Ugh.
But no, you have you see a pair of feet sitting on this chair. The TV is currently on. It's just on idle news right now. It's not the same news, I will say that. Not the same news that Patience had seen in her vision, but idle news. It's on that channel, I guess I'll say. As you walk in, you all hear this, huh?
Oh god.
And Bree, you are the first person to see this imp that is currently sitting on the chest of Matt, of this man in this blue shirt that is currently sitting on the chest of this thing. It's trying something. What do you do?
Oh god. I want to kick some ass. I'm gonna almost as a knee-jerk reaction. I want to because I'm very talented in my aim. I can use my crowbar in some of the same fashion and swing, but just catching the top of the head of it and trying to get it to
move off of him.
Yeah, not full on force, but I want to
Okay, so what I will say, this almost sounds more like an act under pressure because you are trying to do a specific thing to be able to move him away, to getting him off of him. Again, we do have some fate left on the board if we want to use that. We have 5 past left, and 1 future left, which the past being the +1, the future being the extra d6. We have 1 future and 5 past left. If you would like to use them. If not, that is perfectly fine.
Oof. I will... I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I use a past? Maybe? Since...
I mean...
I think I'll be okay without...
So under pressure, 7 to 9 would be a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I mean, really, that's up to you. Sorry, I know that wasn't very helpful. I'm just
We support your actions. We believe in you, trust in you as an ally and a friend.
Okay, so...
Serafin Castillon has come to rely on you.
Alright.
What you got, Bree?
So I have 6, 7, 8... Wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so you didn't use any of the
fate. I did not use any fate.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure. Okay, so what did you say you got? I'm sorry?
11.
11. Okay, then you did. You're good. You're set out what you wanted to do as you quickly run up onto this thing, and I imagine looping it with the curl,
bent part.
the bend of the crowbar around its neck, kind of slinging it off of Matt. You notice that there was a little bit of burning around the chest. It looks like there's probably a little bit of burnt skin, but it hasn't gone nearly as bad as what Patience had seen in her vision. But you have this thing just slammed up kind of against the wall. I imagine you are holding it up enough currently to where it is kind of you see it's clawing and kicking at this as it's hissing at you, letting out this almost clicking noise. that is accompanied by that laugh sound that comes out of this creature.
That's so creepy. Icky.
Baring its teeth at you.
What? Hey, Raven, you want a new pet?
No, not that.
It is just kicking and clawing and screeching.
Should we, keep this for, scientific reasons? Because if not, I am going to kill it. Oh, it's so gross.
Well,
gross.
You-
Murphy?
Asking Murphy.
Is this evidence? I don't know.
Hold on.
No,
just a second.
it's not. Kill it.
Okay.
Is
Wait.
there any? So
I could do in order to communicate with it.
Ooh.
I feel like we
That's what I
might
was
be able to
thinking.
get some ideas or some clue as to what we're dealing with here.
Gonna use your
Noise.
magic to communicate with
Yeah, I was wondering, is that something that I can do?
That is
I'm
very much
looking.
something you can do. It's on the list of things that you can do.
You can do it.
Sure.
this.
Go ahead, and in this case, you can use magic. Trying to using the ability or the effect on it, communicate with something that you do not share a language with. Again, there is the fate on the board for you to use if you would like.
Just
Okay.
imagine him making sounds.
Let me get a +1 to my roll.
All right, I will give you a +1 to your roll. That was gifted to us once more by our mysterious patron.
Ooh.
Thank you
you,
so
patron.
much. Thank you, patron.
This.
You mysterious.
Do I get to add any of my modifiers to it?
It'll be plus weird because it's magic. If
Gotta
you
turn
use
my
magic.
heat on.
Plus a 1 for the utilizing the past.
That'll be a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Mhm.
So, on a 7 to 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and 1 glitch.
Okay, checking to see the glitches here. Glitches. The effect is weakened. The effect has a short duration. -1. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has a problematic side effect. I would like for it to have a short duration.
A short duration. Okay. As you, I imagine Bree is holding it as it's like kicking and clawing. You're able to kind of feed almost from your focus of it as this, some of the energy, the magic that you cast, I imagine it goes into its, up to its neck, and you guys see as it kind of pulls from that, and almost this little ball of energy that comes floating over into Serafin's neck.
Ew.
And
That's bizarre.
you hear from this, you begin as it's making this hissing and laughing noise. Once that hits your neck, you hear, "Let go of me! Release
Okay.
me!"
I guess I'll start by saying, "Hey yo, what's lit, fam?
Ah!
It's your boy Serafin, Castillon, Castañeda de la Cruz de la Hoya, Cardinal."
Short duration.
Short duration.
Hey, yo,
Here-
listen, I ain't no imp stan, so you're gonna tell me who you're working for and how we can get in contact with them, no cap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
How can you speak us?
Hey, not important. I asked who you're working for and what do they want.
Mm-hmm. Could I have you do a favor, do something for me here, Serafin? Could you please roll
Yeah.
plus charm to manipulate someone?
Okay. Oh, after I started with my Gen Z speech, I don't think I'm going to charm him a lot.
I feel like we've had this problem before.
So, hold him up. Let's see. I do have a +1 to charm. So I'm rolling 2d6s.
2d6. Plus
So
charm.
that would be a 9.
Okay. So,
He's a Gen Zer.
okay, what I will say, if somebody would like, in this instance, they can help out rolling plus cool. One of you can do that, but I would need you to explain to me how you would be assisting in this particular situation.
Mine's -1, so good luck.
I have +1, and I'm going to just have Serafin just calm down and talk.
I will say
In
you
a-
don't understand what he is saying. You all know that he begins speaking in this infernal language to the same like hissing and laughing as this kind
no.
of clicking in his throat.
Okay.
So it's Serafin, so you know there's hand motions while he's doing this.
Yeah.
And the way you're describing the infernal language, it sounds exactly like dubstep, so. Womp, 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 womp.
But yes, you all don't understand the words that he is saying,
crap.
but you
I
know that he is talking to this thing, and it looks surprised and concerned, and you can tell the affliction of Serafin, like he's trying to convince it of something. If any of you has an idea, feel free to do it. Otherwise, we will go with the 7 to 9.
The only thing I could even think of is for us to kind of back off and just not act threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not hold it so tightly to like harm it. Just
Kind
to
of
like
maybe letting it down from the ground or down off of the
yeah,
wall a
like
little bit?
not so I'm not strangling it, but still have a good hold on it.
That
But
would
also
be my
like
thought.
but also I don't want to get too loose because if it bites me, listen, rabies shots are incredibly painful in and of themselves,
Mhm.
and you have to get them in your stomach, and you have to get a lot of them. So
That sounds
still want
I
to,
like
you
it.
know,
That sounds like an idea to me. So I will
Yeah.
say what you can do in this particular instance, Bree, is roll plus cool
all right,
to help out.
9.
A 9. Okay. So what this will do
Shoot.
is a 7 to 9. Your help grants them a +1 to their roll, but you also
Woot.
expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Oh no, I'm gonna get rabies shots.
So,
Oh, no.
Serafin,
Yes.
you, as you begin to talk to it, telling it to, tell us who you work for and what do you want? What does he want? You wanted to give some information. I will say what's going to happen in the instance of exposing yourself to trouble and danger, Bree. It is, once you loosen it, you kind of misjudge how much you gave off of it, as it, like, once it gets down enough feet onto the ground, it kicks off. It doesn't attack anybody, but it pushes itself up against the wall out of your grip right now. As it kind of is holding itself up on the wall.
Our boss? Is that what you want?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. For show. For show.
I don't
That is
understand
exact-
this inflection of yours, but... Well, you all seem powerful.
Yeah, you should. Never mind, I can't. Damn it.
Yeah, we can't understand him.
Yeah.
You all
I am
seem-
the most powerful out of all these people.
You are able to speak us. So...
I speak you very hard, yes.
Okay.
Our boss, we refer to him as the Sandman.
I see.
He is very powerful himself. So, us imp tend to stick like glue to the strongest person in the room.
Oh,
That would be me. Understood.
Well, this is his room.
This is the Sandman's room.
As he kind of gestures, you see as he gestures around, looking like not just at, like, he's not just looking in the room, he's like looking around.
Got it.
Mhm.
This
So-
is his room.
Got a question for you here.
Hmm?
Is this the Sandman by the Cordettes or the one by Metallica?
Oh my.
I don't understand.
What does he want?
What do all powerful things? Souls,
Yeah, I want them.
as they typically are very valuable in this.
As its speech returns back to this hiss laughing.
Oh shit! So the
As the
spell's run
glowing
out of.
energy in your throat goes away. As it's
Damn
sitting there just hissing away. It's like you see that it's waving its hands and like it's making this big gesture around, but you cannot understand what it is saying.
I would like to pretend like I still understand what he's saying, but I'm giving Bree the crowbar motion with my hands, just like.
Just smile and
Oh.
nod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you're just
Very slowly, like.
What would you
Take
guys
it and-
what are you guys doing?
Well, first I'm just curious. Did you get information? Can I kill it? Can I kill it now?
Yeah, what the heck do you think this means?
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
I didn't have control over it, so it's it got out of my grasp.
As it was up on the wall, like up towards the corner of the room.
Super quick before Bree springs into action. It looks like I do have like a wall spell that I can cast.
Okay.
So I kind of want to like bar its motion so that it can't leave, so that she can smack it around.
I will say that does sound like using magic. Not necessarily
is.
combat magic, but use magic with the bar trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Right.
So go ahead. Excuse me. Roll plus weird.
Rolling plus weird. That is 2 d6s.
Yep.
2 d6s plus weird is an 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it's starting to like starting to like pounce around the wall, you're just, oh no you don't. As this how does this look? How does a wall look? I don't think we've done that before. How
Is
would
it
you
like in
describe how it
a
looks?
like in a just a regular corner? Oh, Serafin's wall. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so my wall is covered in anime posters.
Oh Jesus!
Your magic spell wall is covered in anime posters. It is just okay. We're gonna describe this as it's just like anime posters that is like holding this, but it's magic. Like, so that's how I want you to. This is how it is going for the rest of the game. Anytime you use this spell, it's gonna be anime posters all over the place. Magic, collaborate, or like this fucking collage of anime posters.
Hatsune Miku posters all the way.
Oh my god.
no.
Yes, it is. Hatsune Miku posters all over this creature as it just like it's trapped in wallpaper of Hatsune Miku right now.
Oh, no.
As it's just
I mean, that's actually hilarious. Oh man.
So Bree, would anybody else like to do anything?
Well, I wanted to interject about the wall. Is his wall semi-permanent to some extent?
It will hold for a bit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like, because it just depends on what happens, really.
So, and I want to interject here. Instead of killing this thing, is there any way we could try to put it in something? I think we should take this thing in to Shappa.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Yes. Anyone
you, Murphy, have never heard of Shappa.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I mean, we should take this into our friends.
Yes.
Take a
our
close
friends.
look.
you know what? We actually do want to keep it as a pet.
You know?
Yeah, you could keep it as a pet. 100%.
We first need to make sure it doesn't have rabies, so we should take it to our special vet.
So, does anybody happen to have like a dog carrier or anything like that? Portable little kennel type thing.
Well, we could find a
What if we just like
duffel
put
bag.
him in the
Pillowcase?
little mini fridge?
We can't
Yeah.
take the mini fridge out of the hotel.
The mini fridge. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
gonna-
Bree can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
So-
it's gonna suffocate, won't it?
What
Say
I
duffel bag.
that's if it has to breathe the same way that people do. You
Oh
guys
god,
are that.
yeah.
So is that what we're doing? We're trying to trap him inside of the mini fridge.
Hell yeah.
That's
Oh,
like I said. It's
God.
all right.
He's
So,
gonna be
What I will
so
say,
cool.
because you have him pretty well trapped right now, I imagine you are able to manipulate that just a little bit. We'll say for flavor of this instance,
Mm-hmm.
that you kind of like. I imagine pull it off of the wall, and as you do, it's like wrapping around, so he's kind of in this cocoon of Miku posters right now. As it's just
This is gonna be so
Oh
hard
my
to
gosh.
explain.
as it is just floating as you open up the mini fridge, taking all like the racks out of it, and just all right, buddy, get in there. As it,
I like
then-
flip it on the fridge onto its back, so I just like drop it in
so
there.
the
and
the
then...
door is like I imagine
Yeah.
the door is facing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is as you see the like it's not like violently shaking, but it is definitely shaking inside of this mini.
Just a little
fridge.
rumbling around, you know.
Eh.
Mexican jumping bean type of thing.
Just boop, 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 boop.
Yep.
And you are currently inside of this room that has Matt Thorne unconscious with a burn on his chest, a burnt out cigarette in his hand that is clearly long burnt out. What are you guys doing after that? You know what?
I'm just gonna sit on the fridge. I'm just
I'd
gonna
say-
sit on the fridge here. And
Yeah, so
that's me.
I'm gonna say that as you are standing in the room, and after this, the room has kind of gone quiet. We are going to go ahead and move to our break to give us just a
Yeah.
few minutes to get drinks, use the restroom if we need to. So it is currently 9:31. We're gonna be back by we'll say 9:36 if that sounds okay with everybody.
Sounds good to me.
Ready?
Okay, so yes, we are going to go ahead and move on to break. This is I'm having so much fun. But you all watching as well, go use the restroom if you need to, go get drinks, go get snacks, and we will see you back momentarily. Okay, and we are back. I'm going to start off real quick that unfortunately Beth had to go. She was having a bit of a headache, but we are going to continue that Murphy is still there. I will just be utilizing her as an NPC. However, as this was going on, as we'll continue with the game as it was, as this was going, the break, I bet you guys noticed the wonderful art that was cycling through during the break. a fair amount of that has been through submissions from you guys, and that's been amazing. Like, I'm so happy to see your all's stuff back in, and getting that submitted is really cool. We also have the character art that was cycling through that is done by Elizabeth, our player of Lisa Murphy, Detective Murphy here. Her link will be down below in the description when this video is live on YouTube, as well as popping up in the chat soon. If you all would like to have your fan art featured during the during this the break slide, please send your submissions to talesfromevansborough@gmail.com or our Twitter @tfevansborough. That is going to be that should be down below on the screen. It's also going to be linked in any of the descriptions on our videos. But we would love to have your all's art put on there. And I think with everything said, we are good to continue. So we are going to leave off, or continue where we left off. Inside of this room, you all had just trapped this imp inside of a mini fridge, a hotel mini fridge, encased in a cocoon of Hatsune Miku posters. As you all look over to see the unconscious unconscious form of one Matt Thorne, whom you all have been looking for. What would you guys like to do?
Poke him. I'm just kidding.
Poke him also.
I would like to see if he has a pulse.
Okay.
That.
All right. As you do, that is an easy thing to figure out. He indeed does. It is slow, but it is there. It is faint, but there.
So he's not dead.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to examine his eyes.
We'll say again, something that's pretty easy to notice. You see his eyes are indeed shut, and they're almost encased in sand. Like they're almost crusted closed in sand. As if he has probably been here for a minute. You all were able to wake Raven up within minutes. It's been days that you know of that he has been missing.
Crap. Well,
And I don't know this guy, so I think it's going to be a little harder for me to jump in and wake him up.
Yeah,
Good.
don't know if I would trust trust you going in there.
how about this? Firstly, does any of you guys have a pocket vacuum? We can suck all that sand right out of his face.
I personally don't think that anyone does. But
Do we want to remove his eyes? Is that what you're going
would
for?
you like to take his eyes?
Well,
Mr. Preacher's like, yeah!
Yeah, get rid of him.
barring that course of action, I guess I could try to enter into his mind space, but I would need help. I
I
think.
will definitely help.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I will say, this sounds like a use magic roll to me.
Okay. So I'm gonna kneel and just kind of like look at Patience and say, "All right, Patience, look at me. Look at me.
We're going to do this
Okay.
weird thing again.
This is not going to hurt. I need you to repeat that. I need you to say it out loud.
I need you
please.
to say
This
it
is
for
not-
me, please.
It doesn't hurt, Serafin.
Okay, it doesn't hurt right now, but it's not going to.
It won't hurt.
Okay. Now, secondly, there are no scary monsters in the dream world.
Can't promise you that. I'm going to
No.
need you to be a big boy here.
Alrighty,
Help me out.
here we
Give him a
go.
little
Yeah.
pat on the face.
You're just so brave.
Yeah. As I imagine Murphy's just an absolute hero.
Alrighty. Let's
Alright.
go. Here we go. All right. All right.
that
Now
a
I'm gonna.
we?
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to repeat after me these very carefully crafted words of power. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Gumo Gui Gui Vai Di Zao. Gumo Gui Gui Vai Di Zao. And just repeat it over and over and over.
Zao.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
All right.
Rolling for
Yes,
for
roll
use
plus
magic.
weird for me here, and we will. I will say like story at least for the moment. We're gonna have you go ahead and roll that plus weird, and we'll hold for the moment on Patience rolling to help out. You are helping, utilizing him getting into his head. I just wanted to, in case it just works out right, not put you in any possible danger if it doesn't need it. I will say.
How kind of you.
Yeah,
Thank
because help out can be done before the roll is figured out if it's a failure or not.
you. True. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
it was Helix.
yes, it was. I did get a 9 on that.
Okay, so then in that case, we will have you roll that help out, which is plus cool.
Okay.
Okay.
10!
10!
Sorry, 9. -1. Sorry for yelling.
So, wait, it was 9 minus 1?
It was 10 minus 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
10 minus 1, so 9. Okay. So, that, in this instance, you will give them a +1, but it will also expose you to trouble or danger. So that is going to be a 10 for the roll of use magic for Serafin. So this sounds like observing. We'll say that mechanically, or for choosing it, would be observing another place or time in this particular instance. What is going to happen is while you are in Patience, you are like conduiting him there. You yourself aren't in there, but you are in the you are in that state that you normally would be when you go into somebody's head like this, where you are kind of, your body is pretty much not gonna move. So if something comes in, you currently won't be able to, you personally won't be able to do anything.
Okay.
So
What?
if
Why
something
you say it
happens,
like that?
if
Why
in
would-
case, just in case something happens outside of this,
Oh, foreshadowing.
on the off chance,
Can I speak to Serafin?
I will say for this, he did get a 9. I'll say that he can hear what you're saying,
Okay.
but you are not there present like you were whenever you brought Raven.
Okay. So I don't see anything.
Correct. So, Serafin, as you go into this man's mind, your body as well just kind of gonked out, as if your consciousness was just pulled in into him. You find yourself standing inside of this very crowded casino.
Okay.
There are all of the noises of a casino, the machines going off, a lot of fucks. God damn it! It's my stupid machine.
Wow.
You know, the general sound of a casino.
I wonder how that's going.
In their dreams, they're losing.
Yep. It's not their dreams. This is
Even in Matt's dreams, everyone else is losing.
everyone else. Yeah. Coincidentally, you see this man who has a large stack of chips. It's at this table, kind of dead center in it. And you see this almost like blue suit from the back, the dark hair that the man had. as he's just kind of like he's got like two. I imagine there's these two very well dressed men at his side, as he's kind of like got an arm around one of them and just, yeah, let's go. I'm on a roll here. As he's rolling and as he does, he's just, you hear more cheering as he's, yeah, bring him.
So out of curiosity, does the dream world affect my reality whatsoever?
You don't know.
Like,
yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say, like, yeah, in this dream I am taller.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But it is
You're already like 8 foot tall.
It is as if you were placed into this moment.
Okay.
So you're very hard to ignore. Okay.
So you're 6.
I just wanted to reach the double digits.
My God.
So I am just placed into this moment, and I'm gonna assume that in entering, I am aware of where I am and what I'm doing. I didn't just blank on that,
yeah,
right?
you knew
Okay.
what. Yeah, this isn't like the Patreon exclusive episode that we did. Go check that out on Patreon.
Right. Okay.
Just a
Plug.
product placement out of plug.
Shameless.
Yeah, shameless plug out of the way.
Awesome.
But yes, you are very much aware of what you are going into, and you see Matt standing there at the table, arm wrapped around somebody as he is rolling.
Okay. I'm gonna approach him and say, Maddie, it's been a long while, mi amigo. You remember me? I'm your best friend.
Serafín, what's up, buddy?
Serafín,
I'm on a
Castillon,
roll
Castañeda
here.
de la Cruz de la Hoya, Cardinal.
Yeah, yeah, that long name
Yeah.
he used. But yeah, no, I'm on a roll here. Jerry, my lovely assistant here, has actually been helping spot me a little bit here. But no,
I see.
look at what I've got. And there's, like I said, a huge stack of chips at his end of the table. There's more like people the more noises that you hear from the and at the outside of your vision. Fuck. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's great, Maddie. Hey, listen, you remember how one time you were trying to start a business and I told you that nobody wanted to buy bread in a can, and you told me that I love to step on people's dreams?
Yeah.
You're in a dream right now, buddy.
Huh?
This
Oh
is
yeah,
not
this
real.
is the best. This is the best. Like I'm living the dream, you know.
Yeah, living the dream,
Yeah.
which is exactly that, a dream and nothing else.
Could you do me a favor and roll to manipulate someone, please?
Oh, this is gonna be grand. Here we go. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, do I add a modifier to that? Would it be
that's
charm?
plus charm. That'll be plus charm.
Okay, great. In that case, that's a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
as he's rolling another set.
I
He's just
just
living
would
living the dream.
just be like, listen, Maddie, listen to me.
You just
listen
gently
to me.
pull his face over to you. Listen.
Maddie, when was the last time, and be honest with me now,
Yeah.
be honest,
What?
when was the last time you ever won anything at any casino? Ever?
Oh, that's
When was the last time you guessed the right question on Jeopardy?
I.
When was the last time that you found a quarter on the street? This ain't real, man.
Well,
Jesus.
that's I. It's a little harsh, but
He's the most unlucky person. Holy shit. That's so mean.
Poor guy.
I was,
Maddie, you remember that one time we were just tossing a coin for funsies. We were playing heads or tails.
Yeah.
You know, you were trying to show me that your luck was about to change. And out of 50 tosses, you called heads every time, and every time it was tails, buddy.
I figured it had to be statistically one of those at one point. You know,
It was
What
the
was the-
weirdest anomaly ever.
what were the chances?
The chances are that Lady Luck hates you, buddy. But
Well, look, man, I this is kind of looking around and everything. Just yeah, this is a little out of place, ain't it?
yeah,
A lot of people.
I'm really sorry, man.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
He looks over as he kind of like turn to some of the people that are at the slots, kind of going off, and they're all Matt. All of the people are just like, fuck!
Oh, no.
That looks about right.
Oh my god.
That's so fucked up.
I feel horrible for this dude. I don't even know him. I
We
don't even
should
know
have just
what's
left
happening.
him. We should have just
looks-
left him.
Looks over and just like, I'm sorry, Jerry, but I gotta go.
Yeah, Maddie, Robbie misses you, dude. He's been looking for you.
He goes and like places a hand on his face. Just, gonna miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Oh god.
See,
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
he just,
God.
I don't. All right. Well, we gotta go, buddy.
Yeah.
Maybe just a couple of chips. I gotta I have to try.
No.
It's
I
like-
mean, you know it's not gonna work.
He's just like scooping up chips in his arms. Like, I gotta try, man.
Poor man tried.
Maddie, I would let you try, but you know that it's not gonna change anything.
It's just statistically, come on, like.
Statistically, you've been playing scratch-off tickets one a day for the last 3 years, and nothing's happened, bro. I mean, as a fluke, at least once in a while you would imagine, but it's just not, right?
Remember the McDonald's Monopoly game? Yeah, you paid and had to buy another. Like the tick was, you had to buy another Big Mac. I didn't even know those existed, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like every time you're like, this is a sure thing, I bet against you, and I have made money. And that's harsh coming from me because I'm always broke, so you can imagine.
We're both kind of down on our luck. Let's go.
Well, I mean,
we're both equally down on our luck. Correct. You're right.
I mean, I have a girlfriend just recently. So.
Jesus.
Take him down.
All right.
Jesus.
Things were going pretty well with Jerry, but guess that was.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here, okay?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
I'm still holding on to the chips desperately.
I'm
You
sure
can't
Jerry was a nice guy.
You can't take him with you, Maddie. I'm sorry. They just gotta It's a Wonderful Life, just calling out for patience. Just like patience.
Let us out.
Go home.
Oh God.
You killed him.
He's dead. But as you go ahead. What were you saying?
They say that a good way to wake someone up is to shock him. I think I gave him the shock of his life. Okay.
I'm just sitting here imagining, in an alternate world, you come out of it, he's dead. He's literally just no pulse dead. You killed him.
It's just like, what's even the fucking point, man?
Why do I feel like he's done this before? I'm having deja vu about a deja vu right now. I swear to God.
This isn't the first time I had to call to talk Maddie down. It's just...
We've had this exact conversation in a casino before. Like, crazy enough, in a real world casino, we've had this conversation.
God, I'm picturing that I talked him out of a slot machine. He already put the quarter in. I'm like, Maddie, walk away, and he walks away.
One more.
And then somebody sits at his machine, just pulls the thing, and it wins. It's just like.
Because it's just one more. No, come on, buddy, let's go. Okay. And then so just, wow, $5,000.
Jackpot, baby!
Jackpot, baby! And you, Patience, after hearing all of this.
Wow,
Sadness.
there's somebody worse off than Serafin?
Oh, God.
And you pull the two of them up and both of you are just as you notice that when he wakes up, he's like holding on to his chest, like, God damn it!
Oh,
As he's like, what? I can't see. I gotta. Nope, that hurts. All right, nope. I'm just gonna. Oh.
I'll get a warm rag and.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hand him a warm towel, or wet rag, or whatever.
Yeah, as you guys help wipe the sand out of his eyes, he's just.
I'm not crying. It's from the sand.
Yeah, like his eyes are red, but who knows if it was the magic or his horrible life.
I would like to place a hand on his shoulder and be like, Maddie, can you hear me, Maddie?
Yeah, I got you, buddy. What's up?
Okay, it's your lucky day. We just saved your soul.
Thank God, I guess. I would have taken it for the chips.
You still thousands of dollars in debt and got nowhere to live, but your soul is yours.
I do have a chance to sell it. You're right. It's still there.
Yeah.
I still could probably sell it to somebody.
Oh no! I might know a guy. If you're serious, I might know someone who could set you up, but we're not going to go there right now.
Just so he's willing to give up his soul, huh? His patience, you hear that whisper. You all, as after his eyes are open, he looks around where he's at, seeing like the claw marks all over the ceiling, little tears and bits of Hatsune Miku poster up on the wall that's kind of left behind. The machine, the fridge, mini fridge is face down on the ground. That's just
they're going to
shaking.
charge you for all this on the incidentals. Just so you know.
Yeah, you're gonna have some damage fees. Definitely not getting your deposit back or whatever.
This. As he looks over, notices Murphy just. This job definitely wasn't worth it. It's just, wow, this run job. What did I miss?
So yeah, the eagle is out of the nest, is what Robbie told me.
Oh yeah, his codes.
Yeah, his codes. Yes.
Was it? Wait, no, eagle's out of the. You mean they're dropping a nuke? What?
What? They're dropping it. You'd think that he would have told me that.
No, that's the eagle is. Wait, hang on a second. Are you talking about the toadstools off the log?
Yeah, I think it was a toadstool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, thank God. All right, no, that's just me. That's just I'm missing. He calls me a fungus. You know how much that is. You know how much that hurts. He calls me a fungus.
maybe he thinks you're a fungi?
No,
Maybe
I'm
You're a
useless.
fun guy. Yeah, I like that.
He thinks I'm useless.
Well, we know that's not true. Right, guys? Like, not much, like, hey,
looks back
I
up,
don't
just
know this man. I don't know.
completely pouting. Okay.
Why does Robbie have code for dropping a nuke?
No, it's that a nuke is being dropped. He's not the one dropping it.
Okay.
Eagle has landed. A nuke is being dropped.
Okay.
That won't come up later. I promise.
Oh shit!
Forgive me for not taking you at your word.
Stormy out here writing. The final boss is the nuke.
Nuke.
A sentient nuke.
A sentient nuke. God. But so, what the hell happened to my shirt? This was my nicest shirt.
Well,
God damn it.
The cool thing about that is we have a new pet.
Oh.
And yeah.
You guys get a lizard or something?
Or
that
something.
would have been cool.
Definitely, or something.
Or something.
Oh, no.
So, I hate to intrude, upon your slumber like that, Robbie. As enjoyable as it may seem that
It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me to rain on your parade.
Okay.
I would like to ask you, what exactly does Robbie have you mixed up in that you attracted the attention of the Sandman?
I was just doing a job. Looks over to Murphy just for him. A definitely legal job.
This is my girlfriend. She's cool.
I'm not either of those things, but
Look, if you look the other way, we'll owe you one.
yeah,
I think you need to take a phone call in the hallway.
yeah, you're right. I probably fuck. I need to see what's going on out in the hall anyway.
Phone starts
That's a good
ringing.
idea,
She gets
too.
out to the hallway. I was like, "Hey, Murph, it's me."
As she she has her gun drawn and steps outside. So I was transferring some goods. Definitely legal goods. I'm not listening.
No.
Saying from the outside.
What kind of goods are we talking about here, Robbie?
Well, it's
Toadstools?
well, some of it is.
I see.
Some of it's
Wait,
some of it's.
really?
Well, they're he calls me toadstools, the toadstool in his codes because of the product that I typically peddle.
Mhm.
Kind of a mule.
Hallucinogens?
Yeah, that stuff.
Psilocybin. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I've sold worse things than you're transporting. Let's just get to the point here.
But I mean,
Hi. What?
there's a few, like, there's some stuff he's trying to sell, some artifacts, but like, nothing. As far as I knew, everything in his line of work, or well, I guess our line of work, technically. Am I involved? No, I mean I am definitely involved in this, right?
Yeah,
At this point.
I would say so. Mm-hmm.
Because I know about the weird shit that you do. I know that stuff. Had my fair share of leprechauns kick in my knees a couple of times. I tried to take their gold, and they were like, "The fuck you!" And then they got me in the knee. Now I have a limp. But
And they are right at knee height. Have you ever noticed that?
No, I didn't think about that until I told them, "Hey, I want all the money in the world," and they kicked me in the shins with their faces.
Yeah. Normally you think, hey, ain't that a head kick in the head? But
Yeah,
in this
right.
case, ain't that a head that can
Kick.
kick?
The head of the kick. But yeah, they have a couple of magic items that he was just trying to take out. So maybe that got the attention of something, possibly, or maybe you know me, wrong place, wrong time.
Poor man. I
That's
almost
accurate.
sort of feel bad for him.
I'm going to buy you a new shirt.
Really, you got spare blue shirts?
I have plenty of spare blue shirts. Holy shit.
Raven, maybe.
Give him a job.
He might need a job.
Oh,
As soon as we open,
you got a job.
give me a call, Matt.
Oh yeah, imagine you hand him a business card and he's just like, "Thanks." What was Raven? Oh, I should have read your shirt. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Those are nice shirts. I like them. Polos look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a guy.
Okay.
These shirts weren't made legally. Don't ask questions about how they're illegal.
Hey, who am I to ask questions about legality?
Yeah, you're right.
I've got about
You're right.
at least 4 years worth of prison sentence in there.
About those relics, you said?
Mhm.
Do you still have them?
Oh, as far as I know, they're in the bag. He goes and starts rummaging through. You notice that the bag was open. As he looks down, he pulls it out from under the mattress, or not like under the under the bed. Sorry, the little crevice that's there. pulls it out and it's just, I don't remember doing that. Starts digging through and just starts pulling out packages of, like, just sealed packages of stuff, and it's just, shit. Of course. No, they're not in there.
Well,
Okay.
that means that something took them. So I guess the question is who would take them, and how do we get them back?
Well, Maddie, what do you remember prior to us waking you up, and whatever happened in your head there?
Yeah, aside from the massive haul I had, I checked in with this nice guy named Jake. He seemed pretty cool. Turns out, I thought he was cute at least, but he was, what was it? He gave me the room. I came up here, got all checked in, turned on the news, because, I like to know the lucky numbers, whether or not things are, maybe my numbers got called finally, but didn't.
You need to buy a ticket for your numbers to be called meaning something, Maddie.
Yeah, you're right. But nothing. I went and decided to take a drag of a smoke. Like, as nice as he was, I need to keep up. But that was about it. I remember I laid back. I put my supplies, my totally legal stuff, underneath the bed, and sat on the chair, took a drag of a smoke, and then I had the worst reality check of my life.
Yes, the worst reality check ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
that was your doing, Serafin.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Anyway, so, geez, Maddie, you gotta remember what these things, these artifacts were, what they did, any reason for them to be taken, right?
Well, I knew somebody was paying, like, pretty handsomely for them out just outside of Sutton, but
Okay.
it's the town right next to you guys.
Somebody, and do you know who?
Was told I had to, I think they ended up wanting me to meet him outside of an Arby's out in Sutton.
Oh, so it begins.
I was about to say, when there has not been enough Arby's in this episode.
Things just got in.
But yeah, it was told to drop off this package here in I think they said tinted blue van outside of an Arby's outside of Sutton, and then the money was going to be transferred, and then I was going to pay off at least a quarter of my debt.
Are we doing a stakeout? Please tell me we're doing a stakeout. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Well, I mean,
Arby's, so it'd be a roast beef out.
Well, right now it's not going to be anything in there that he wants, because that was those things are gone. And I don't know how that's going to go off with.
He doesn't need to know that.
He's
well,
gonna know.
In my line of work, you don't short people. And he holds up his hand and he's missing his ring finger on his left hand. You don't short anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen me, Maddie, but I've never shorted anyone in my life.
No, you're right. My neck's actually getting kind of uncomfy by sitting like this.
It's also true that I'm very disagreeable because at my height, I've never seen eye to eye with literally anybody.
I knew you. Oh my god, I was
God.
waiting for that. I was waiting for something like that.
Mhm.
Okay, but we just need to show up there to
Yeah.
see this person.
When were you supposed to meet them there?
Because it's the 12th,
What
right?
day is it? He looks over at the news that's got the 12th. I imagine at this point it's like, it's close to about, we'll say like around, we got started in a little late in the time, like day yesterday. We'll say it's probably like around like 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, I was supposed to meet them. Technically, the last date necessary was 2 days from now.
The 14th?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I guess we have something to do on the 14th. I wonder if there's anything that we can do before then, just to kind of prepare.
Oh, for starters, if I'm gonna drop my job off, I definitely need to get those things back. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's the bulk of it. The shrooms in there, like that's secondary to what he wanted in that bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta find the bag.
Well, the relics, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
how do you guys want to find some relics?
Well, see, that's a very interesting question because we saw the cameras, and I remember us seeing him walk into the room alone.
Right.
So obviously, whatever took them, I'm assuming the Sandman.
Yeah.
Considering the imps told us this is I'm assuming that you've told us what they said at this point in time.
Yes, they said. They said that. Yeah.
Since they said this is his room,
Yes, he
whatever
gestured
took
to
them.
everything.
Fair.
Huh. So he gestured to everything. So it might be that we're standing in a parallel dimension to where his room is. We might be able
Could it
to
be the whole
enter.
hotel?
Yeah. We might be able to enter somehow by mystical means and,
Be able
go
to
into the other
enter
side.
Sandman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be able to
God,
enter
no,
Sandman.
No.
Oh,
Why did
no,
you
no,
say
no,
that?
no,
Off
no,
to
no.
never, never land.
Maybe once the light exits, night enters, and
This
maybe
is
if
my
you take
fault.
my hand,
This is my fault. I'll take this.
But seriously though, what if we attempt to meet Sandman on his playing field?
Well,
That sounds like a terrible idea, but I like it.
Does that mean one of us has to go to sleep? Because, I mean, I could really use a nap, but I don't want to do any extra work in my sleep, so I'm passing on this idea.
I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, you are still very
Yeah.
drowsy, Serafin. What I will say is you all notice outside of the window, you start to see flashing lights of a fire engine.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
The place
I
was on
forgot
fire.
about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should probably get out of here before things get real bad.
Yeah, as you hear Murphy just, no, I've got it handled for the moment. Just, I'll come down. Give me one moment. And she pokes her head in and just, okay, guys, you need to go on the other side of the door. And once you get down there, hang on. She kind of talks into her walkie, and you see she's starting to ask questions of where people are located. And she's just, okay, you all take the farther staircase down. There should be, if I remember the layout of it, 2 doors. There's going to be a fire exit that leads you out into the wood area behind here. And you are going to need to follow that path at least until you are out of sight. And if you need to get back to your car, come around a long way, and you should be able to get back to your vehicle. But you guys are going to need to get out of here, and I'm going to have to stall them. So.
Okay.
So we need to get and Maddie, would you want to come with us on this? I don't know. What do you want him to come with us, Serafin?
Well, I definitely the guy knows I'm coming. I don't know how much help I'm gonna be, but
yeah, let's
they call
keep
me
your help to a minimum.
They call me a good luck charm, for everyone else.
There. In comparison, everyone else has good luck when you're around.
Yeah, right.
True.
When you're scraping at the bottom of the barrel, everyone else has already gotten everything.
So I guess I'll lead the way out and just kind of, wave everyone to come through the door and start heading towards the exit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say I will wait very specifically until Maddie is as far away from me as possible before I say, so Murph, you doing anything later? Or
Look, I've got to cover whatever situation had gotten started here. As the sprinklers are still going, you guys have maybe 2 minutes. You guys need to go.
We owe you one.
I got you. So that's a maybe. All right.
Okay.
Guys.
I could say they're up here. I could do it. I'm not gonna.
We owe you. There's a child. There's a child involved in this. Please don't do that. Bye.
Please.
Wait, before I forget,
nice
mini
lady.
fridge. Mini fridge.
Oh no, I've done it. I literally have not let go of this thing the entire time.
Fearsome, Bree has just been sitting on top of it the whole time, as it's just been kind of wobbling and shaking.
Don't worry, it's been my number one thing. These things are gross.
Pick it up as it's just, you hear this muffled as you all start following the path that Murphy had led for you. You all go down the farther set of stairs, and on the second door is an emergency exit that you all push out of. And luckily, the alarm's already going off, so it didn't set off any other alarms.
That's nice.
But following the advice that Murphy gave you, you all are able to get out into the woods as you see that more cars, that there's some police cars that are starting to pull up, and the fire, another fire truck that's starting to pull up, and you see that there are people that are exiting and going into the building. And you I imagine you all go out into the woods and see this as people start kind of swarming in. One thing I will say that you all notice is you don't see any sign of Jake.
That was the front desk guy, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's as people are kind of talking to some of the witnesses around to figure out what had happened. You see some of the people that were in the pool there with you. You see a couple other members of staff, but no Jake.
Interesting.
Matt,
didn't you say you were friendly with that guy? With Jake?
Yeah, no, he was.
I say that guy.
Yeah, that guy. He was pretty cool. I was, stumbling over my words a little bit, but he was cool. I liked him. I thought it was neat.
Did you have to pay for the room?
Huh.
Well, I think the plot is thickening. Just...
No, I don't think I did. That's gotta be lucky, right? That's gotta be something.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
It's all coming up, Maddie.
Yeah,
I got out of paying for the room. Everything's coming up for me, guys.
Yeah, your luck is changing.
Luck
Maddie.
is going up for Maddie.
Yeah, yeah.
Things are looking up for Maddie.
Maybe
Oh.
don't walk under any ladders
We'll
in
start-
the near future.
They're gonna have to start calling me Lucky Maddie now.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So,
fuck,
we
he
should
could have
get-
taken him, didn't he?
there it is.
Wasn't gonna say it.
God damn it! It's the
And
same,
the other
same
shoe has dropped.
Yeah, the same profanities being cried out by those poor men in this casino. Fuck.
I think that we're getting more and more items added to our to-do list. We certainly have to find Jake, and additionally, dropping off our little friend with Shappa might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I have someone's number that I can call to maybe come pick it up.
Oh, no. I'm not letting this thing go until I
Not
bring
again.
it there. No.
Okay. Well, how about this? If we could take it back to the shop, I'll call him and have him come get it. He'll be fine.
Fine,
Just-
but no one takes their hands off of this.
Yeah,
imagine-
because I wouldn't worry too much. The Hatsune Miku posters will hold it very tightly.
Yeah.
I know that they've held my attention for a long, long while.
If you want, Serafin, I know you've got very little room in the Blue Beetle of yours. I've got my old
Right.
pickup that I can put it in the back if you want.
I
Can I ride in the back?
don't know if I trust that scenario.
Same. Listen, Maddie.
Look, old reliable's
Where-
still doing okay.
Listen here.
not
Listen here,
rough in this
Maddie.
scenario
I'm not-
that I'm worried about.
It's not
Listen
your
here,
truck.
Maddie. I'm not like the rest of them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things for you. I don't know you that well.
Yeah.
I'm holding on to this fridge until it's put in another set of hands.
That's fair.
And the set of hands is going to be a trustworthy set of hands. All right?
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's
That's what I
got
thought.
his bag of his bag of shrooms over his shoulder. His duffel bag of shrooms. Oh yeah. All right.
Does that mean that you're riding with him in the pickup?
If that's what I gotta do, I guess that's what I do.
I imagine you probably wouldn't be able to fit the mini fridge in there, so you would probably have to. But I would say you would like you would be able to ride with him if you wanted. If for and able to get the mini fridge, which is the most secure version of it, you would probably be able to fit him into the Blue Beetle if you put just him inside of the Hatsune Miku wrap. But
Oh, you mean take him out of the...
out of the mini fridge, but still, cocooned in.
What
the,
if I ride in the back of the pickup truck?
You can that's definitely. I'm just saying you wouldn't be able to fit him with the mini fridge inside of the Blue Beetle with all of
Yeah.
you riding.
Gotcha, right.
Okay.
So you can ride with Matt in his pickup if you want.
For the sake of everyone's safety, I think I'll drive the pickup. Matt, you can come with. I don't want you driving.
Okay.
Serafin, I trust you with patience.
All right. Great.
All right, Bree. Go ahead, hop in the back. Throw that thing in there. If you want, I can tie it down. I got some bungee cables I can tie it down with.
I think we can trust bungee cables. You're still gonna hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
No, I'm
We'll
just wondering.
tie it
I mean,
down.
I'm strong enough. I'm just like, yeah, I guess like having that extra set, fine.
all right. Sure. I'll help you out with getting those put on there. And we'll where we heading? Where we heading?
The shop, the fix.
Okay, we're heading to the
I'm
fix and
driving.
go.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
driving.
cool. Okay, you're driving to
Oh,
the fix and go.
I thought you were asking as him. I'm like, no, you're not driving, buddy.
Oh yeah, he did ask where you guys were heading. He
Okay, gotcha.
So okay, you're gonna drive. All right, that's fair. Yeah, I'll sit shotgun. Bree, just hold on in the back. If you hold on to
Yeah,
the side,
I'm like koala bearing this
yeah,
damn thing.
and you will drive. I'm gonna say there's no issues getting back. You are luckily able to just kind of weasel out of the parking lot. It's like it's almost as if it was just perfect to where they didn't notice you. as you all weaseled your way out, and you guys drive back with no issues to the fix and go, and you take the imp wrapped in Hatsune Miku posters, hidden inside of a hotel mini fridge, pull them back into the fix and go with good old Lucky Maddie.
Oh boy.
Back with you, and everything is just as you left it when you left earlier today. It is at this point it's like 10, 11. Serafin, it was a hard drive back for you because you are very tired.
Mm-hmm.
You are
forgot about that.
very much exhausted.
Okay.
But you did make it back. We'll say that.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
It was a very rough drive. There were a couple of times that
I had
you
to
just
smack him a couple times.
yeah, a couple of times of just a little bit of drifting, but Patience just, hey!
Let him sleep. He's tired.
Let him sleep. He's tuckered out.
It'll be
Wait,
okay.
no, I'm in the car. Hit him! Take him out!
Getting permission, doing it.
As you all return, as the whole time this thing has been shaking until I imagine the closer you get, the more it's just, and eventually it will stop shaking. And just this like when a dog lays down and it just.
absolute dejection, just whatever, I guess.
So hard being a puppy. But what do you guys do once you are back in the fix and go? Hello?
Is somebody playing a harmonica?
What the hell?
That's the Blue Beetle coming to a full stop.
Okay.
Axel shaking violently.
Anyways, so as we get there, I decide to go ahead and give Agent Loomis a call.
Okay. You call him, and I imagine explaining to him the situation.
Uh-huh.
What all do you tell him?
I tell him that through a series of events that maybe we can discuss at a later time, I have something that him and his employer may want in their possession. I inform him it's a creature of some sort, and we currently have it trapped, and I think it would be best in their hands.
All right. Are there any particular abilities that I should know of it being able to utilize?
It mentioned something about its boss being the Sandman. As far as abilities go, it was burning a guy's chest as it was sitting on him.
It sounds like an imp.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's an imp, yeah.
Okay. You hear him. Okay, I will. Here, I'll get a brief question. I'll get a questioning with you at a later time.
Yeah, that's for the best.
But all right, we'll get this thing in. Give me a minute. I'll a few, but I'll be out there shortly.
Okay, we'll be here.
As he is making his way there, I imagine Matt's just kind of like looking around at a couple of things and just like, so this is your store here? Like, how long have you own this?
I pay for it. Yes. Yeah.
Well, actually, hang on. There's a couple. I noticed here. There's a little bit of a loose.
What did you just?
I went to go fix. I noticed the shelf was a little loose and it broke. But
yeah.
Well, I'll fix it. I promise.
I'd rather you didn't.
How about you just have a seat, buddy?
Yeah,
I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll pop a squat.
You know what, man? Are you hungry? There's actually some Hot Pockets in the fridge.
That sounds great, actually. I've been asleep for I think 3 days. So,
Patience, you go make them for him. I don't want him touching them.
I don't want him touching my microwave. You just hear from the other room, "Gosh!" Shit. But he goes and sits down, and after that, everything's fine. I imagine he kind of just asks some questions about it. It's just like, are you for real about the job offer? Like, I've been looking for a nice blue collar job. Metaphor. Well, figure. I guess actually true in this particular instance, but like I'm a hard worker. I'm dedicated. You've seen what I do.
You are absolutely dedicated to what you do. I definitely agree.
It's yeah.
I mean, I will need some help at some point in time. Plus, you have some experience in certain things that I may need. Need in the future as well.
I'm a hell of a delivery guy.
You are a hell of a delivery guy, except whenever the shit you're delivering gets stolen.
Okay, look, I want to say out of hand, Mike, with my experience, my track record, this is the third time anything has been stolen from me.
And how many, never mind. I don't even know how many. And I'd ask you for a reference, but I have a feeling Robbie would give me a very strange answer.
The toadstool is qualified.
It is a quality toadstool. You will never find a more quality toadstool in all of Zimbabwe.
But yeah. Well, once this place is up and running, I'd be happy to help. Just well, I should give you my number. Here, I'll give you my number too. We can exchange information. You'll call me once you need something, and I'll call you when I'm all set and ready for the job.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
After time passes, you all see some headlights pulling up into the fix and go, and you see the same black tinted window SUV of Agent Loomis as he steps outside. The whole time, I imagine Bree's just continued sitting on the fridge.
Yeah, she may be away for the moment.
Okay.
She put a message in chat.
Gotcha.
In the Discord. All right, yeah. So I go up to meet Loomis at the door.
So,
assuming it's Loomis, he didn't just send henchmen.
No, yeah, it's Loomis. Hey, hello again, Raven.
Hey.
So you have the package?
I do. And I'm going to give it to you guys, but I want information first that you may have. It won't be anything too intense. I have a couple questions about something involved with this.
Okay. I'm
not asking for top secrets.
No, you're fine. You have been more than willing in assisting in our investigations, so I think that's entirely fair. What questions do you have?
So the main thing I'm wanting to know, there was some thing that was trying to get a delivery of relics with I don't know if this thing's involved, that's the problem. So let's just say this. Mm-hmm. There was somebody who was supposed to be doing a delivery of some relics. Do you guys know of anything going on? Because I know you have feelers.
Currently, do you know where they were heading?
Yes. As soon as I remember.
An Arby's outside of Sutton. Yeah, outside of Sutton, West Virginia.
They were supposed to be delivered to an Arby's outside Sutton, West Virginia.
Okay. Well, at least as far as us in the Evansbourogh branch here, we sometimes will get anomalous energy, the best way to put this. We sometimes get readouts of anomalous energy being activated inside of our jurisdiction here in Evansbourogh. We typically measure whether those spikes are, or the height of the spike, ranging from your basic parlor trick, so to speak, as far as magic goes, to people opening up portals to the moon, which has happened.
Cool.
The Grendelos of 2020. But
God.
they were a... We see a lot of pings pop up and have a tendency to try to look out for those.
Right.
There are a lot of things in Evansbourogh that have anomalous property. Items specifically are a lot harder to gauge. It's the best way to put it. Unless they're being active.
Okay.
Them on their own can't exactly figure out one thing from another, regardless of most people look at a doll and assume it's cursed, which most of them are. But
Oh god.
People can of course visually try to check and see what that is, but until something is active, that tracking system might not work. Well, most of the time it doesn't work, but if it does, and we start to get a ping, having us knowing the area of which that is, of where you are wanting this drop-off to happen, might help in our investigations. Is there anywhere else of importance that we should be looking out for?
Yeah. The hotel.
Evans Inn?
I am blanking. Yeah, thank you. I'm blanking on the name here. I wrote it down. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is
Yeah,
it?
we heard a few.
The Evans Inn of Evansbourogh.
We heard a few police reports going about a fire there earlier.
Yeah, that
We
was
don't know anything about
crazy.
that.
Okay, I will definitely write that down. But we also noticed a few spikes of magic that were happening at that time of approximately 8:30 p.m.
Mhm.
All right. Well,
This little critter here is from there.
all right. Is Bree back in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So as you kind of carrying this up to him, he looks okay, so the imp is inside of a mini fridge. That's a hotel mini fridge.
No. It's just a mini fridge.
Mhm.
I don't think there's anything that says it's property of any hotel, so don't assume it is.
Okay. It's just
Says it.
all right.
Well, it's actually, yeah, it's mine. It's totally mine.
Okay.
100%.
It's from the hotel. Just I don't care.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Well, it's mine now.
Okay. Well, I will secure this. Here, if you could please come with me. You are Bree Storm, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. We have I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but we do have a dossier of people on some people who we believe have experienced the paranormal, so to speak.
He knows who you are, basically.
Yeah. Come back with me as he goes around to the trunk, opens it up, and you see that there is essentially a large case. What looks like a large metallic box. This thing will hold, if this is indeed an imp, as what was described, this will definitely hold it in place.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? Count to 3 and...
Yep. Yeah, that should be... We should be able to just... Let's see. If you roll... Here. He's kind of like helping you adjust with it, everything. Okay, on 3, we're gonna Would somebody be able to push the door close?
I got it.
Okay, yeah. On 3, I'm gonna open it up. We're gonna like kind of toss it in and bag them and tag them. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. As you open it up and it starts rolling out, just as it gets like falls into the case, and Raven, you quickly as you hear the very muffled of this creature just scream, hiss, laughing, and everything inside of it as it's trying to move around. Whew. Well, were those Hatsune Miku posters wrapped around it?
Oh, I don't know anything about that, so.
Oh, I see you're a fan.
Well, I like the music, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It's underrated.
It's very underrated.
It's exactly.
But, I think I've had enough questions for today. I am going, as he goes and shuts the door. So this imp, we are going to hold it inside of the headquarters. We're going to try to figure out as much information as we can from this thing.
Yes, I would like to know if I need to get rabies shots, honestly.
No, imps typically... it didn't bite you, did it?
No, but... Ugh.
Okay. Fit just... He sees the singe on your shirt. It looks like it just kicked you, so... That should be fine, as long as it didn't bite you. You never want to get bitten by an imp.
Now, it's my understanding that they don't have rabies per se, but that they have mega leprosy.
Well, there was this old folk tale that they talk about imps, their bites. It's nasty business, and it's unrelated. It is fine that it didn't happen. It is, as long as nobody got bitten by the imp, I think everything is okay.
Okay.
All right. So, as he looks to you, we noticed something, Bree. I didn't get the chance to come and ask you any questions, because you have been very difficult to find, I will say.
Yeah.
Move around a lot, but...
are you stalking me? Excuse me?
I mean, we technically stalk a lot of things if you go by that. I mean, it's not for malicious reasons. It's just we have to keep an eye on things we consider to be a threat to the human race as a whole.
Now listen, all of my weapons are legal. Okay.
Oh no, yes, that's perfectly acceptable. But when your literal nickname is the Baba Yaga, it is kind of hard to not notice that.
Oh my god.
But
That's your nickname?
Yep.
That
is her code name. That is her code name within our database.
Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Can I choose my own code name? I want to be codename Kids Next Door.
Oh my god.
I think they just call you Groot.
Well, Baba Yaga, if you ever are... We noticed a specific type of damage that was done to the Alpha that we examined, and we liked the precision, and it seems study of what this thing was. If you ever would like a job, just throwing it out there, as he hands another card to you.
Do I get to kill stuff and
Well, yeah, you would get
weapons and
you would get paid to kill stuff.
Ooh.
You would make a very excellent bagger.
Now, not to interrupt our big moment here, but
Just
we got a
wonder.
guy inside who's needing of a job right now.
Yeah.
You really
But
wanna-
like
they-
you Don't. No.
No.
That's. So you're
Everyone-
asking for the apocalypse. Okay.
Wow, what's this?
Serafin.
What is this release? Hang on, I noticed that the release on one of your prisons was really. It looked like it had a screw loose. Don't worry, I'll fix it, boss. Okay. Oh God damn it!
What's this button that says Pandora do?
This button. Hey, Serafin, the eagles landed.
Oh no!
It's left the nest and it's on its way.
The eagles landed. But yes, you would make a very excellent bagger. So if you ever are interested in joining something bigger, let me know.
I'll
Doesn't have
think
to be
about it.
it doesn't have to be an immediate answer. It is
Well,
indeed like 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to go to sleep when you called me, but it's fine. Job is never over, so... Well, it seems to have quieted down in there. I'm going to take my leave for the night. I will be back, Raven, to ask for a briefing of what happened, if you are willing to give it.
As long as you're willing to give any information that you get, that's maybe relevant.
Our agreement still stands on anything that has happened regarding the incident.
I know.
Well, I'm gonna head off. So have a wonderful night, everyone. Tell your friend if he needs a job. I will have to get a evaluation and references before, I guess, if we were to offer a position to said person. But just let Patience know that we don't. She's a little too young to be involved in the agency just yet. So just let her down easy, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll deliver the bad news. I have experience telling people bad news.
I have experience with bad news.
But just so you know,
Yeah.
when she gets older, she's gonna be real good at throwing hatchets. Don't worry about what I just said,
Mhm.
Raven.
I would personally ask, if best as possible, you keep her as far away from Shappa as possible. I would hate for anything to happen to her.
Yeah, I've done a pretty good job of that so far, don't worry.
Well, have a good night. As he goes and starts getting back into his car. And turns on the car and starts to drive off.
With Maddie in one of those new blue shirts, he might look real good for an interview with Shappa.
As he comes out with one of the shirts that says Raven on it. He's like, were these the ones you were talking about, boss?
Yeah, you can have a couple of them.
Yeah! Hell yeah. Good, got 2 free shirts. My luck's going up, guys. As he turns back around. You have to keep calling me Lucky Maddie.
Just keep following around, like, don't touch that.
No, not that
Don't
one.
touch that.
No. All right. Okay, yeah. I'll just sit on the chair. So, as the night has gone, everybody is pretty well worn down from the day that they have experienced, and we'll say that after everything we'll do the panning up, the camera panning up as John Denver's Country Road plays.
Oh, God.
You know what? Actually, fuck it. We'll say the Mr. Sandman starts playing.
Mrs. Sandman,
Sand me a man.
a dream.
Yeah, and as that
Make him the sandiest.
make him the
man you
sand.
can.
Sand me some sand. But as Mr. Sandman is playing, and the camera pans up to the moon. Patience. I need you to roll your premonition roll for me, please.
Ah. Okay.
Though this mystery has ended, A new one is about to begin. And this is a separate one from next session's roll.
What did you do? I didn't like that laugh.
That sounds like a mat roll.
That was like a Matty roll.
Good roll, bad roll. What is it?
With weird, it's 2.
Ooh,
Oh,
what?
sorry. 2 plus the 2. Yeah,
4.
sorry, 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so much better. Oh.
If you could please read off what happens on a miss for me, please.
Not really. On a miss, you get a vision of something bad happening to you, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent 1 for 1 as penalties to rolls you make.
Okay.
Why do you do this to me?
No.
Alright. So, patience,
Yeah.
as you begin, you are standing inside of the Fix and Go. Walking around with Matt, telling him, hey, no, don't touch that. Not that one. And you are stopped by that same splitting headache that happens when you get your vision. And you are looking at a clock, a digital clock inside of this. I guess I should say, all you see from, or all you are currently looking at is this clock. And I'm trying to find... Okay, there it is. You hear the sound of rustling, what sounds almost like a fight. And you hear through very difficult breathing, Serafin.
Yes.
You hear his voice as he is pleading with somebody else in the room. As he's pleading, you don't have to do this, please.
You don't have to do this, please!
And as he is calling out, almost just begging for whoever this is to turn away, you hear a shot ring out. And looking at the date on the clock, as it shows 5 p.m. May 7th, 2022. That is the end of tonight's session. So, thank you all so much for coming today. It was very interesting, tonight's episode. It was very fun. I, as always, have a wonderful time playing with these wonderful people. Thank you again to a Lizard Beth Art for coming for the time that she did. We had a lot of fun getting to play, and hopefully she will be able to make a future return as Murphy at some point.
That would be good.
That's so fun, yeah.
It was, I am very, very excited for what is to come with this new arc. As you all have solved the current mystery of the Hotel Horror, which was the situation with the imps, a brand new mystery has opened up for you, being whatever is happening with these artifacts, this Arby's outside of Sutton, and a even deeper mystery that goes with what happens to Serafin on May 7th at 5 p.m. So, if you enjoyed...
Nothing but good things, I hope.
Of course, nothing but good things for good old lucky Serafin. If you enjoyed the show, please consider sharing the stream, liking, following, whatever you can do. I'm so glad I've been given this opportunity to play with these people. If you want to help them solve these upcoming mysteries, please consider gifting them fate by going down below in the description if this is live on YouTube, as well as in the about page of our Twitch page. Does anybody have any parting words before we leave?
Hi, I'm Serafin the Midnight Bard. We've had a lot of fun here today, but I want to take a time to talk about something real serious. Dangerous gambling addictions.
You don't want to end up like Maddie, do you?
You don't want to end up like Maddie.
Don't get into gambling. You don't want to end up like Maddie.
Listen.
Don't be Maddie.
Everybody thinks that they're going to be hitting jackpots left and right, but in reality, the world is full of Maddies. The road to bankruptcy is paved with slot machines.
Hashtag don't be Maddie. If anybody takes this hashtag on Twitter, don't be Maddie.
I'm writing this.
Hell yeah.
Hashtag don't be Maddie.
Don't be Maddie. Did anybody else have any parting words before we say our goodbyes?
No.
All
No,
right.
listen.
Well, with that, everyone, don't be a Maddie. Have a wonderful night. And we hope to see you all in the next tale. If, of course, we all survive. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.